Last time in the Curse of Strahd. Our wanderers awoke within the Vistani encampment upon Serpool and set out quickly. They traveled the old Svalak road back where they had come, but this time by foot. Met with some troubles on the road, such as a vengeful spirit at the gallows once more, and a skeletal rider at the River Ivlis bridge. Neither proved too difficult to defeat. Within a broken grave from which the vengeful spirit had emerged, it was discovered a magical longsword that the party kept in their possession. Upon reaching the village, Barovia was anything but welcoming once reached. Dark figures disappearing in the mist before them as they passed are peering from shadowed corners with disapproving stares. A tavern is the perfect place to find answers in the new town, though, so they entered the Blood of the Vine Tavern at the town's center. There they met a man named Ismark. He was dismayed at his own fortunes, but nonetheless pointed in the direction of this house built of its own flames and ash, for which they had come in the first. He had won over the kindness of Ernest with his personal accounting. The kind-hearted man wished to aid Ismark in burying his sire and seeing about the safety of his stepsister Irina, but the rest of the party could not be swayed from the reason for their being in Barovia. They walked on towards the eastern row of houses for the manor Madame Ava directed them towards. At the crossroads to the final row, a pair of children stood alone in the street, barring their way. This side of town was completely empty of villagers otherwise. So Shani's senses pricked, and she knew something was off. But in any case, our band headed towards the children's plea for aid and entered a manor home surrounded by abandoned dwellings. They were locked within after crossing into the main hall. Not even Ernest's clever use of ball bearings could prevent the front door being shut by what appeared to be the children from outside. "There's a monster in our house," they said. "Our baby brother's in the attic," they claimed. All was likely just a ruse to get them inside. But how much was true? Now our wanderers are inside a neatly kept manor home. Lavish decor covers the dwelling. Red velvet drapes, ornate silverware, rich mahogany doors and trim. The silent click-clacking of a clock from a distance slowly drowns out much thought. The drop of a needle could be heard in the stillness. Dense fog covers any sight of outside from any window, and no answer responds to shouting or any others who might be around. And thus brings us to the present moment, where Ernest stands within a secretive chamber within the walls behind a bookcase with Rubicon. Before him sits a chest and a skeleton lying caught within its lid, dart tips poking out of its bone and armor. The chest beckons to you to open it and discover its contents. What do you do?
Hey, Ernest, I don't know, is it useful to know what kind of poison is in these dart tips? Is that, in case, I'm just thinking if there's a trap like this here, there might be a trap like this elsewhere, and if we had any kind of knowledge about what poison it was, maybe that could help us, but I don't know.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Here, why don't you take a look?
Alright, so I would like to perform some kind of check on the darts.
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
Investigation. And to roll this, do I double click on the stat?
The plus.
The number.
Yep.
The number, yeah.
Okay. from your knowledge of adventuring, the little bit that you've done wandering around, and some of the books you've read, you've kind of inspected the darts, not really touching them, but dipping down and looking at them, trying to see any trace of poison or any type of agent that might be active. You don't see anything. They don't seem to have residue. Yeah, just regular old dart trap.
All right. Well, Rufus, Ernest, I don't know. These are definitely poison darts.
Ernest would like to follow up behind Rubicon and confirm his find.
Okay, go ahead and make me an investigation. Ooh, natty 20.
There we go.
That's over there.
Ernest kind of following up behind Rubicon, looking at these darts. Puts a finger on them. There's a little bit of dust there. Tastes it on his tongue a little bit. Oh yeah, they're fine. Nothing villainous about the darts other than the fact that they killed someone long ago.
All right. So we got the letter that was in the body's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Did we look inside the trunk yet? I don't remember.
You did not.
Did not? All right, well, that would be the next step. Making sure that because the trap has already been sprung.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm gonna hit you with guidance just in case that makes a difference.
Okay.
Then
Did you want to search the chest or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
First, making sure there's no secondary traps.
Okay.
Another investigation, I'm assuming.
Yes. Roll that in the tower, please.
Oh, I already clicked it. Let me
That's
do it
all right.
again.
That's all right. We can use that. This chest is most definitely trapped, but
All right.
it has already been sprung, and it was never reloaded, so it is
Okey-dokey.
safe to open.
Then Ernest will open it.
Okay.
Take a look inside.
You place your hands upon the lid, lifting up, and within, you see 3 blank books with black leather covers. 3 tightly wound scrolls. It look like they might be spell scrolls. There is
Okay.
3 envelopes with stamps and sigils on them that look like they're likely pretty important documents. You open one to see what looks like a deed. Reading through it, it is the deed to the house. There is also the deed to something that makes reference to a windmill. Scanning a little bit more, the windmill is west of Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
It is situated in the mountains east of Vallaki. And then there is also a signed will. The will is signed by a Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, bequeathing the house, the windmill, and all other family property to a Rosavalda and a Thornbolt Durst in the event of their deaths.
Ernest will pick up everything.
Okay.
Can we investigate the scrolls?
Yes. If you would like to...
Arcana? Maybe?
Actually, I don't know if you have to make a check. You probably should be able to... Okay, yeah, you would just know.
Okay,
I believe all arcane spellcasters just know.
Yep.
cool.
Okay. These scrolls bear the words of the spells upon them, as well as if you are actually reading the scroll itself, you would recognize a scroll of bless, a scroll of protection from poison, and a scroll of spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Right. Does anyone want the scroll of bless?
Yes. Well, actually, sorry, out of character question. How do scrolls work? Do they is like single use or?
So scrolls are single use. When you use them to cast the spell, they are used up. What you could also do is, like, if you're a wizard, you can copy it into your spell book, and then you have that spell known.
Got it.
But we don't have any wizards. So the other thing that's kind of weird about scrolls, I don't know how I feel about this exactly as a DM, but if you can use the scroll if the spell is on your class's spell list. If it's not on your spell list, typically you can't use the scroll, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, because I think bless is like a cleric and druid or something.
And divine soul sorcerer.
Oh,
Yep.
Good point.
Yep, and yeah, so like a lot of the subclasses that add spells to their list, they would be able to use those scrolls.
Sweet. But like the spiritual weapon, that's a second level spell, right? So
Yep, so if the spell is of a higher level than you can cast, you just have to make like a check. So if the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So spiritual weapon is a second level spell. So it would be DC 12 for Rubicon your charisma spellcasting.
okay,
Yep, so that's how that works.
cool.
I was gonna give them all the Rubicon because they're all kind of like the cleric-y type.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to share too. It just it's kind of up to. I'll share. When we're done here, Ernest, let's go talk with everybody and show them what we found, and we can talk about if anyone else is interested.
Hey, Nomad, I don't know if this is true, but I'm actually seeing a lot of the map on my fantasy grounds.
Oh yeah, me too. I just zoomed back in.
I just don't know if that's like intentional or not.
Really?
Yeah, we can see the different floors. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
All right. Interesting. All right.
You're muted, babe.
I was talking to myself anyway. Sort of.
Well, now I can't see this map.
Yeah, now I can't. Now I can't see this map.
What have you done?
Why did I say anything?
It's like you just turned the lights out on us and already fucked up scary house.
So Ernest would flip through the book real quick. Is it completely blank? It's just a blank old book.
Yeah. They're completely blank.
Okay.
You think they might be worth about like 25 gold pieces each?
Are they like spell books? Interesting.
Is there no light in the house at all? Because the whole map is black for me.
Yes, there is no light.
Oh.
I think Ernest had light on him, maybe?
I had a torch.
Yeah.
Place is fucking dark, man. I'm gonna go try to turn some lights on. I'm gonna look around trying to light a light with Druidcraft. Anything?
Let me put that effect back on me.
You should still have it on you.
Oh, yep, lantern. There it is.
shit, there you guys are. Where you been? I've been freaking out in the dark over here.
Well, we found a little back cubby. Inside of it was this poor fella that got hit by a spike trap. He had a letter in his hand talking about some people that we don't really recognize yet. And he was reaching his hand inside of this, this chest. Inside the chest, we found a couple of spells and a deed for the place.
Well, great. What the fuck do we do now?
And the letter, we can show that to everybody.
And a few books, don't forget that.
Right. There were 3 spell scrolls as well, and it looks like one of these is for bless, and one is for spiritual weapon, and one is for protection from poison. I'm happy to hold on to these unless anyone else wants one that they want to hold on to.
I don't know what the fuck you were talking about, man. You can keep all those little pieces of paper you want.
So Shani shrugs. I feel no need for them. And then she will catch up to her brother. Oh, this is going to be super laggy for me, isn't it?
Well, we got another door we haven't opened.
She'll catch up to her brother as he walks past and just look him over, make sure he's not hurt at all. No quarrels at all in there, brother.
None yet.
We didn't see anything out here either. It's been... have they heard anything? While Soshani and Rufus were hanging out here waiting, did we hear anything?
Every once in a while, you swear that you hear footsteps above you.
Okay. She would just say, only thing that, well, I don't know about Rufus, but I heard of out here while waiting was, I swear, their footsteps upstairs. It's not exactly comforting. Who knows if it is friend or foe?
As you enter the room to the south, you see a conservatory of sorts. Gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. There's a harpsichord with a bench resting in the northwest corner. And near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece. Close inspection of them may reveal something more.
Rufus will investigate. I don't know what this thing is.
The harp?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's this thing in the room. It's very large. And it's kind of odd. It has strings going vertically up and down, all of differing lengths along. Do you pluck one?
God damn right.
All right.
I'm gonna just...
You pluck a string, and you hear this really kind of discordant tune. You pluck it, and it just kind of seems to echo about the room really ominously.
Rufus, don't touch anything.
I look at Rubicon. I look back at the harp, and I pluck the string again.
I investigate the figurines.
Closer inspection of them, you see they're more like carvings of well-dressed skeletons. Upon first glance, they seem like people, but all of a sudden you see the gauntness of their face, and you see the subtle lines displaying a death's grin of a skeleton, sunken eye sockets. It's a little disquieting.
I go to the door and say, "Hey guys, there's some freaky shit in here."
Can I pull out my bird pipes and try to emulate the tone or the sound that I heard?
Sure. As you
Gonna
pull...
start a jug band, you know?
Oh, man. You just made me think of, like, if you actually had that jug with the X's on it, like in the bayou.
Yeah, right.
Just...
Yeah, that's if I would change my musical, I would totally change it to a jug. I didn't think that was an option.
That would be hilarious. All right, you kind of try to find that tune, playing until you hit the same one. And just like before, this discordant tone kind of echoes ominously around you. Everybody feels the hair on the back of your neck kind of stand up, and you can't help but like look around to see like what's just outside of your vision. And at this time, you hear the footsteps above you again.
So Shani and Ernest did remain outside, and so Shani is, her eyes are more or less fixed on the staircase, looking up them.
Okay.
Like pointedly listening for those footsteps, I should say.
I signaled to Dahlgrim and Rufus. Did you guys hear that above us?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I don't know, but I don't think it likes us playing its instruments.
Did the footsteps change at all, DM? Like the pattern or speed or intensity, anything like that?
The intensity. It almost seemed like the footsteps were an answer to the note.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Tell me about this harpsichord.
The harpsichord seems like a really well built one. Put in this gallery probably just as much for its musical properties as well as kind of displaying wealth. Pianos, harpsichords, and everything like that, they're very expensive because of everything that goes into the structure and making sure that they're properly tuned. And as you're kind of scanning the keys, I'm gonna need you to make me a stress check, Dahlgrim. So,
Right.
stress check would be a saving throw using your highest mind ability. Mind ability basically means intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
Got it. Did I roll that right? Yeah.
All right. As you are looking at this kind of scanning, you probably like put your hand on some of the keys to wipe off some of the dust, maybe thinking of hitting a key. And before your very eyes, the keys shift into skeletal fingers. And you receive some stress.
All right.
A total of 2 points of stress as this vision comes and goes, kind of jarring you, catching you completely by surprise. You blink very quickly as your heart rate raises, and they shift back to the ivory keys like before.
Shaking off my initial terror, I try to find the notes that were being played on the other instruments.
Okay.
Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'm like doing like, I'm doing some weird shit with the bird pipes. I'm trying to like find the same tune with Dahlgrim too.
Playing polka,
Jam session.
polka music. Playing a few of the keys takes a little bit, and then you find that same chord. Eventually, the keys are way out of tune. This harpsichord has not been tuned properly in a very long time. All the same, you find that same tone. And just like before, the footsteps answer.
Well, did you guys hear that? It's like there's footsteps upstairs.
So Shani and Ernest, to you it sounded like the footsteps were beginning to descend the staircase.
So Shani has been like at the ready. So she would take out her crossbow and she will kind of stand in front of Ernest, and she'll like stand next to Ernest, not in front of, she doesn't do that, but she'll have her crossbow aimed at the very top of the stairs.
Yeah, Rufus, we heard it. It kind of sounds like he's coming down the stairs.
We know not if they are friend or foe.
Rubicon has been looking at this window. Is it something that we could open, or
Trying to get out.
It's a little musty in here.
Yeah, use a little air.
You can certainly try.
This group
Okay.
in windows, man.
Make me a strength check.
Oh.
I don't know if you're the person to make that roll, bud.
I'm gonna cast. Wait, hold up. I'll cast guidance on myself. We'll give myself a little boost.
I notice him struggling and slowly saunter up behind him.
All right.
Oh, that one finger trying to push up.
We're out to pee, you know? You're like, oh god, fine.
Stand aside. Stand aside. All right. Dahlgrim steps up to the window and steadies himself. This was an ability check, yeah?
Yep. Strength check.
Let's
All right. As these footsteps sound, seeming to come down the steps with some intensity, all the things happening around this house, just odd, unnerving. You want to get the hell out of here. You move over to the window, and Rubicon's trying to lift it up, but Dahlgrim puts a hand on his shoulder and kind of pushes him aside. I got this. With all of your might, Dahlgrim, you try to lift up the windowsill, and it does not move even a crack. It is stuck. You see outside, dense fog covers everything, and you can't even see out more than a few inches. And as these two are struggling in the adjacent room, Ernest and Soshani waiting to see the figure that is coming to meet them, nothing comes. You don't see anything.
Does it still sound like the footsteps are getting closer?
The footsteps are gone. There's nothing but the stark silence of the home.
Shani would look at Ernest, look back at the footsteps, look back to Ernest.
And
Oh,
like,
brother.
does Rufus like think that the footsteps are directly related to the sound? So, like, in other words, is it really obvious that when there's no more sound reverberating through the rooms that the footsteps stop?
Make me an intelligence check, just a straight up intelligence check.
Yeah, it's a great one. I'm like super laggy. No matter, would you be able to roll that for me? I just don't
Yeah, I
want
can
to
do
like,
that.
slow down the game.
All right, I can do that.
Thank you.
All right, you got a 2.
We shall call him Rufus the Doofus.
Yeah.
Rufus, you're not sure there's a connection. Everything's happening really fast. There's a lot going on. Danger around every corner. You kind of just want to move on, get out of this house. You're starting to think this was a mistake.
Yeah.
Great. Are these mantles like a fireplace right here?
Yep, that's a fireplace.
Can we light it? How do we light the other ones before? Do we have torches? I don't remember.
Yeah, you could put a torch in there.
Oh yeah, I would definitely use Druidcraft on. I definitely would want light.
Yeah. So I'll tell Rufus, hey, can you get these fires going? So because I feel like having light is better than not having light right now.
It's already pretty lit in here, fam.
I'm so much more funny than you.
Which isn't saying much, but
Whoa, don't worry.
That was good. Okay.
I told you, Krusty.
Howie.
You did just call it doofus.
Me and Dahlgrim, I think we should explain to everybody, like, hey, we can't get out of here easily.
These windows are magically sealed. There's no other explanation.
So Shani looks back with a look of like almost angry confusion. Said, "Are you going to try every window in this cursed house? We already know we cannot escape. That's why I didn't want to come in here in the first place, Rufus."
Oh, hold on there, sis. Maybe Dahlgrim didn't try hard enough.
Dahlgrim grumbles.
I don't know. He doesn't seem to be one to half-ass things.
All right, well, and with that, I think Ernest would like to go check out upstairs, but he's going to try to do so stealthily.
I'll say, and she would, before she like stopped, she would like even if Ernest is walking away, she would report.
You can see him like tiptoeing up there, like Ace Ventura style.
As you all were exploring in there, and she kind of walks behind Ernest slowly, we heard footsteps coming from these stairs. They seemed to be getting closer for a while, more agitated, but they've suddenly stopped.
You think Rufus would follow Ernest as well, trying to mimic his behavior while he's stealthily moving up the stairs?
My map just completely went black.
Oh, that's
I took the light.
Yep.
Oh. So we're going to third floor?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Nomad. I figured it was something of he's gone and on a different map, and I just had to follow, but yeah. It's Fantasy Grounds. You never really know.
Map's got to reset every time.
Yeah, that's funny for each person.
Nope. That's why when you get up the stairs, try and move your token like right away.
Oh, I tried to. Came up too quick.
Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to some of the new people that haven't been using Fantasy Grounds for as long as we have.
All right. Hold up! Don't move too much.
Nope, I was just clearing to let people.
Trying to get it, but even I'm having some difficulty. What the heck is going on?
That's really laggy.
There we go.
There it is.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You step onto a landing balcony overlooking the stairwell leading down. Gone here are the vibrant colors, well kept by servants, the rich mahogany hues and red velvets carpeting the manor. Dust and cobwebs lie before you now. Looking down the stairwell just ascended, you see the same. Dust and cobwebs, where before was an immaculately cleaned and kept manor. A trail of footsteps behind you in the dust from where you have treaded. Empty oil lamps are mounted upon the oak-paneled walls, carved with woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters. On the far wall, standing sentry to the balcony, is a large suit of black plate armor. The cobwebs drape over it like silvery chains holding back a demon in its cage.
Ernest would set the lamp down.
Okay.
Right there. So I'm going to take the effect off of me.
Ernest.
Yep.
As you get off of the landing and move east towards the little hallway, your footsteps fall just within the threshold of the adjoining hall, and you hear an ominous screeching of metal scraping against metal. It assaults your ears, and all of you turn your heads slowly to see the black armor as it takes slow, jerking steps from its display. Empty eye slits burn with a deep, consuming darkness as it swings a clawed gauntlet at you, razor sharp. Roll initiative. I'm going to need everyone to make me a stress check as well.
How do we do stress check again?
Stress check is your highest mind ability save. So intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, whatever one's highest, you make a saving throw for using that.
Boom.
Yeah, no, mine was bad too.
Oh, it's right there. I thought it was in the okay.
Damn, nice roll. Jeez.
Hey.
And you should stop rolling fours for our stress.
Ernest and Soshani both take on 4 points of stress.
Where do we see our stress?
On the combat tracker, I have it listed under your effects. So also, if you mouse over your token, you should see those little things on the bottom left. If you hover over it, tells you different condition effects. So you can see your stress levels, the values, as well as stress.
Cool.
All right, Ernest Sputer, you have received initiative. What are you doing?
Pulling out the short swords and swinging at the animated armor with both of them.
Okay.
Yikes. Wait, do we get inspiration after each session?
It's only if you wrote the...
That's right. Yeah.
journal.
Okay, so offhand.
All right, you swing your short sword. The first is blocked or doesn't seem to really have an effect on the creature as the second comes out with your offhand stabbing. Once again, scraping off of the metal does not seem to have any effect on the creature.
Darn. And my turn.
All right, Rubicon, you're up.
Alright, I say holy shit and I shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your firebolt, once again, trusty spell work as always, shoots out from your fingertip, crashing into the creature, slipping between some of the creases in its armor. It gives a ghastly cry. You hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 5 points of fire damage to the creature.
Cool. And I don't think I can really move anywhere. There's not really much room to move right now, right?
You can move through allies, but you can't end in the space of an ally. So if you move, it would put you within its threatened reach.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So Shani, you're up.
All right, Dan. I have a question. So that square that an arrow is in that allows us to change floor. What I want to try and do is I want to see like is like the middle of that staircase, is that open space?
Yes. And
Okay,
I
so-
can try to move it. Or if you go on it and then you just hit no, then it should get rid of that prompt. And then you can just stand there.
So Shani is going to move there.
Okay.
No, that worked. And she is going to target this guy. And she is going to attempt to thorn whip him.
Okay.
I can't tell if it hit or not.
Your thorn whip comes out, trying to lash onto the creature, but it does not. You have missed.
Okay. That is all she's going to do for now.
Okay. The black armor will now take its turn. It sees the creature that first attacked it, and it is going to swipe out with 2 claws against him. The first slam goes whistling through the air as Ernest nimbly dodges out of the way. But the second one hits.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay, so that causes him to re-roll it, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
I don't
and
know if
use the lower roll. That was good because that was a critical hit.
Oh.
Hey!
Wait a minute.
All right.
Nice.
Wait a minute.
So that's.
He had advantage,
Oh.
but it
So they
dropped.
just-
It dropped to 1. Oh, I see. Okay, so did you put your silvery barbs on the creature?
I put it. Well, yeah. I guess I
Okay.
targeted the creature. With
Yep.
Is that wrong? Should I have not done that?
So okay, so then let's go over silvery barbs real quick. So
Okay.
you magic because there's kind of like 2 conditions, so you don't want to use that effect every time. You want to use it on the right condition. So one condition is you use it on an enemy, and then the other condition is that you're using it on an ally.
Okay.
So if you're using it on an enemy for like an attack roll, you don't want to use that effect because it gives advantage to attacks.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, I wanted to stop
Yep.
the attack yeah. So should I
Yeah.
have targeted Ernest in that case?
Actually, that is the secondary effect of silvery barbs. So the second condition, if you're using it on an ally, that's like making a saving throw or something.
Ernest would greatly appreciate
Yeah.
advantage if you're willing to give it to
Okay.
him, though.
So then the second part. So silvery bar. Sorry, forget what I said. The silvery barbs works in 2 parts. The first is that you force the creature that makes the triggering roll to roll and use the lower result. The second part is that you can then choose a different creature you can see within range and give them advantage on the next attack roll. ability check or saving throw. So that effect is that secondary part where you're actually buffing an ally. So that you'd want to give to like Ernest, Rubicon, Dahlgrim, yourself, or Soshani.
Well, I'm Rubicon. Yes. So, yeah, I definitely want to stop the attack from happening, forcing him to reroll, and then give advantage to, well, I think I'm actually going to give it to Dahlgrim.
Okay. So
So
then,
do I need to target Dahlgrim and then cast it again, or?
target Dahlgrim, and then you can hit that effect. Or you can just drag and drop the effect right onto Dahlgrim's token.
I see. So like that.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna re-roll that because he had advantage, and I don't know if it was the 20 or the 1.
Got it.
So the second attack comes, which is a 19 and hits Ernest.
Sorry, man.
I'll take a non-crit.
Yep. 8 points of bludgeoning damage as Ernest, you feel your shoulder nearly shatter from the impact, crashing you into the wall. And thus takes us to Rufus.
Yeah, so the moment Rufus sees Ernest take any sort of damage, he freaks out. And he enrages. Since he's right there, I'm gonna try to grapple and drag.
Okay.
And basically, because I think I can, when I'm grappling, I can still move half my movement. So
Correct.
I think it can be 15 feet if I can try to fly over while carrying him to the stairwell.
Okay. So, first target the creature.
Ooh, man, I'm so laggy. So,
Okay, I can do that. So, just for your knowledge, on your actions tab, scrolling all the way down to the bottom, you have the generic actions. You can double click on those. Okay, so making a grapple check against the unidentified creature. You manage to grapple it. And moving at half movement, you drag it flying in the air over the balcony.
You motherfucker!
It struggles for a little bit over the balcony's, the banister. Rufus, please make me a strength check. So I can do that for you too.
Some of this stuff is easier for some reason. Some of it's super lag. Like targeting on the map is really slow, but I've got my character sheet, so hopefully I can do some of this. But yeah, like I just.
You said you raged, right?
Yes.
Okay, where is your rage?
It's up top there. It's on the tracker.
Okay, there we go. All right, now when you make your strength check, you should be making it with advantage. With a 15, you struggle for a little bit. The banister is blocking the suit of armor, which is very heavy. But all the same, you hear a crack as the banister begins to break. The weight of this suit of armor begins to push and push, and it topples over the edge.
Yeah.
So Shawnee spits on it on the way down.
All right.
Would that be a attack of opportunity?
It's forced movement.
Right.
So let's see. That would probably, you're on the 3rd floor, so we'll say 30 feet. So that'll be 3d6 and 5e.
Yeah, right. One per 10 feet, right?
I think it's a d6 per 10, but let me double check.
Yeah, I think it is, but for some reason I'm not remembering.
It's like a max of 20.
It's d6 bludgeoning for every 10 feet.
Okay.
Of falling to a maximum of 20.
Ooh, nice.
The moment that Rufus topples the suit of armor over the edge, so Shawnee would look at him, her eyes sparkling. Oh, well done, you brilliant little one.
All right.
That's all I'm
And she
doing.
has like a look of like admiration and menace because she's still ready to kill this thing because it hurt her brother.
Foaming at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The armor crashes at the bottom of the stairwell. But after a moment, it begins slowly creaking upright. It is not dead.
Of course not. That would be way too easy.
Yep, 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna hover over the stairwell, and then my turn is done.
Okay.
Combat tracker. So, sorry, real quick. The combat tracker, when your turn is done, it's which icon is it?
The downward arrow towards the bottom left by the menu button.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, Dahlgrim, what do you got?
Question about crossbows. Do they have to be loaded before used, correct? Or
Yes.
am I? Okay.
The only exception is hand crossbows, which
Yeah.
are magical auto loaders.
Which I did not have.
Yeah, but they basically shoot BBs.
BB gun.
Well,
Basically.
I think I'm gonna step to where the opening is
Okay.
carefully, and load and ready the heavy crossbow, looking downwards. Does that all fall within an action that I can take here?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
How
So
long
just
does...
kind
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, just kind of getting ready to take a shot as much as I can. And that's, I think, the end of my turn.
All right, Ernest. Spitting up, coughing up a little bit of blood, perhaps. What are you doing?
My map has gone completely black. Oh, there we go. Yep, fixed it.
On the light.
Yep, appreciate it. I should go here and take a look down. Seeing it at the bottom of the stairwell, he is going to drop his swords.
Okay.
And as a part of his attack action, pull out his hand crossbow and shoot it. Yeah, I figured since it's prone.
Ernest lines up a shot, aiming down. Unfortunately, the distance and the creature lying prone on the floor causes a miss.
I'm not doing so good this fight, guys. And he'll just end his turn.
All right, Rubicon, you're up.
All right, well, like to...
It says... Wait, it says ranged and melee. Is he actually prone?
Oh, yeah, he's prone.
He is prone. Okay, so it would be disadvantage anyway. All right, we're still good.
So, I don't want this to be there anymore. How do I can't tell if I'm targeting the creature. There we go.
You are.
Okay. I'm gonna cast another firebolt at it.
Okay,
Before you roll, it's going to give you disadvantage in melee again.
I'll put it right there.
Okay, here we go.
That should fix it.
Alright, so firebolt.
You have a fumble. And this frustration of the moment gives you a little bit of stress. You receive 1 point of stress. The reason why you had disadvantage was because it's prone, and whenever you attack with a ranged weapon or make a ranged attack against a prone creature, it's made at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Any-
Then I'm
Any bonus actions you can do? No.
not
Not
anymore.
really. Okay.
Alright. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, so Shawnee, you're up.
I know it'll be a disadvantage, but she is once again going to attempt to grasp him in her thorn whip. Wait. Yeah. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Oh, that was almost mean.
That was-
And then
With
Okay,
a
advantage.
17. Oh yeah, because Thorn Whip is melee. What is the range on Thorn Whip? Is that 30 feet?
yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Your whip cracks out, but still misses.
This thing's got some AC.
Her nostrils flare, and anyone listening would hear this. You would look around for a wolf because you just hear this true to nature growl escape from her lips, her throat actually. And no, that'll be her turn.
All right. The unidentified creature is going to stand up from its prone position. And it is going to begin ascending the stairway again. So steps are difficult terrain. It is going to have to dash to get to the... Let's see. Basically to get to the balcony of the second floor. Rufus, what do you got?
So I'm gonna guess Greg Louganis. Basically, I'm gonna see Rufus kind of like swell up, eyes still sort of burning, as he tucks his wings, does a jackknife over the remaining handrail of the stairwell, and like flies down. Basically, I guess I don't know if he can kind of go like straight down the stairwell and then try to literally. I'm gonna try to with my shield just like ram into him and shove him and try to knock him prone again.
Yep. All right, so you can fly down. If you're trying to knock, so like basically you're coming in from over here and you're gonna swoop and try to knock him off the balcony again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Make me a shove action. So that would be on your generic actions. Do you want me to get that for you?
I got there, I think. Let's see.
Okay.
Buffering. Yeah, I'm double clicking it, but I'm still. It's not. Is it coming through?
I'm not seeing it.
Ah, crap. So I'm on a different. I'm on my normal internet. Yeah. Do you mind?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't get it to work.
No worries.
Is that advantage too, or no? Not shove is an advantage.
It would be because it's a strength check, but doesn't
that's
matter. Right. You shove it off the balcony once again, and it falls over the banister, feet of the armor going up in the air, and it falls 10 feet to the ground. Once again, falling prone, taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Stay down. And would I still have any movement left?
So yeah, you still have 10 feet of flying movement left.
So I'm gonna try to, as I'm shoving him or trying to shove him off the stairwell, I'm gonna just like follow him. So I'm just gonna like try to like Gandalf Balrog style like down the rest of the stairwell with him.
Okay. I'll put you at there, 25.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Dahlgrim Darkstar, what do you got?
All right. I take aim at him. I presume this is at disadvantage. I don't think I need to do anything, do I?
You don't.
That? Okay. So I try to shoot him with the heavy crossbow.
Okay.
It should cancel out because you also have advantage.
That is true.
Not that it matters.
With a 4, your aim isn't quite so great, and the bolt buries in the floor to the side of the armor.
a while since I used one of these. I put away, well... Yeah, I guess I'll just end my turn here.
Okay. Ernest, what do you got?
All right, so learning from last round, Ernest would first like to identify the creature, see if he can learn about any of its weaknesses.
I forget what the, I'll find.
I'm going to take a guess at Arcana.
Yeah, it's a construct. I think that's Arcana. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
All right.
I'll get it figured out.
Yuck.
Aw.
I am not rolling well tonight. After that 20, everything has just been downhill.
Yeah, right.
All right, then Ernest would load his hand crossbow with another bolt and ready in action to shoot it when it stands up.
All right. When the armor stands up, Ernest, go ahead and make that attack right away.
Do. And he likes where he is, so that's his turn.
Ooh, construct is investigation.
Oh, same modifier.
Yep. Okay, Rubicon, what do you got?
So I think I'd like to also ready an action for when it stands up.
Okay.
So I don't know. Do I have to click something to say I'm ready?
In your generic actions, you can double click on that ready. It just puts a notification in the chat box. All right.
Got it. Okay.
So once he stands up, you can make your attack as well, Rubicon.
Okay. Cool. And I'm gonna actually. Will I still have an angle on him if I was to move here, like come up the stairs and around?
Where's here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 10. Okay.
So yeah, then that'll be my turn.
All right.
Nice.
So Shani, what do you got?
Rubicon moving, so Shani takes the opportunity to get closer to her brother. She is gravely concerned at how injured he looks. But she's still focused on this guy, and she is going to do the same. Like, she is going to ready her, bet you can't guess it, Thorn Whip. As soon as it stands up, she is going to attempt to grab at it again. So I will ready in action. Because that is a cantrip, so I'm not worried about using a spell slot. And she'd look to her brother. Brother, would you like healing now, or would you like me to wait?
I'm not in any danger right now, but if that thing comes up the stairs, you bet your butt I'm gonna go fight it.
I know, and that's why I asked. You know, my first instinct is to wipe the blood from your brow. It bothers me. That is her turn.
I'll take a little bit.
Oh, well, I already hit turn complete, so...
All right,
so
we're good.
Nerd.
All right. It is the creature's turn. And it
Sees all
stands
these
up.
actions readied.
Yep. It stands up once again. Ernest, go ahead and take your shot.
God damn! I need new dice.
Different colored dice, man.
Yeah, it's not working for me, obviously.
All right, that is a miss. Rubicon, go ahead. That is a hit.
Boom.
The fire spreads inside, and you see the hollow shell inside the armor, dealing 2 points of fire damage. So, Shani, what do you got?
All right, she is going to Thorn Whip. Oh
All right.
my lord.
Dahlgrim, you are given advantage by Twitch chat.
Ooh.
Very rude of you, Twitch.
Thank you, Twitch.
Yeah.
I appreciate
For
it.
sake of giving it to us. Like, screw those two. Did 18 hit?
Yes.
Aha!
Sweet.
All right. So she is going to, first of all, there's, the 1d6 piercing. Oh, yeah. But she is going to yank towards her right shoulder. And he's down 30 feet, so she is going to try and pull him off the stairs and to the side so that even if it's not the full,
He's right here. I just have him moved away so that
Gotcha.
so that you don't get the disadvantage for ranged and melee. So you can pull him. You can pull him 10 feet in the air and then drop him, and you'll take that bludgeoning damage.
That's what I say. So she's just gonna go yoink, whoops, and he's gonna drop.
Okay.
Thorn Whip, the most underrated spell ever.
When you're fighting in a staircase, go to the top. Push him down.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. So Shani, how do you
Wait,
want to do
what?
this?
Oh,
Nice.
so she whips her thorns around, her vine thorns, whatever, around this armor. How dare you make my brother bleed so, you vile thing. Whips it up, and then as he's up in the air, once again, she as he's passing down, will stomp down on him at the same time to just push him that much faster. Just for theatrics.
All right. As this armor is yanked off of its feet, suspended in the air, the whip loosens as it falls once more to the bottom of the stairs. As it hits the ground, a great gasp exhale of wind disperses, all the dust blown away, as the armor bits fall lifelessly upon the ground.
I've never been so happy I took that cantrip.
Rufus is gonna find the largest piece of metal that he can, and you're just noticing him just all kinds of swear words coming out of his mouth as he's taking his shield and just bashing it repeatedly over and over and over again. You hear things like, "Don't you fucking touch my Ernie! Fucking you giant suck!" As he's just bashing things to pieces. Yeah. So he's just waiting for a couple seconds until he exhausts himself, I guess.
All right.
Does Soshani hear Rufus say, "My Ernie"?
All right. Dahlgrim, you are given another Twitch advantage.
Man,
Oh yeah.
so many advantages for the fighter who did not do anything in that combat. I will take it.
I'll say, hey
And
man,
use
I
them
didn't hit
next
him
time.
either.
Okay. So, suit of armor is dead. The bits of black plate armor are remaining at the bottom of this staircase. But danger is gone for the moment. You have free reign of the house once again.
Ernest would stow crossbow, pick up short swords, stow short swords, and attempt to retrieve those crossbow bolts.
Okay.
He has precious few.
You want to grab mine while you're down there?
That's what she
Right.
said.
Ernest, roll me a 2d6. Dahlgrim, roll me 1d6.
So Shani does cast Healing Word on her brother.
Okay. Ernest, you lose 1 bolt.
Fair enough.
Dahlgrim, you have your bolt back.
After Rufus's rage ends, you're gonna hear some sad little whimpering sounds on the bottom, or the second, first floor, as he's asking where everybody is. He hears some noises from the upstairs, and you see him kind of nervously kind of fly up through the top of the stairwell, like breathing a sigh of relief when he finally sees the rest of his crew there.
Well done, Rufus. Good thinking. You too, Soshani. I saw that thorn whip. Unfortunately, it missed.
What the fuck just happened?
Well, it missed until it didn't.
Oh, I meant the first one when you tried to drag him off the stair.
Yes, well, luckily Rufus had the same idea. Quite happy about that, because at least it was destroyed without anybody taking all the damage.
Well, not gonna lie, he stung me a little bit.
Yes, we must be careful from here on out. Be wise with your investigations, brother. I cannot heal all wounds.
Oshani is given an advantage by Twitch chat. Squeege is on a roll.
It's because I told him I'm a victim of wrongful teaching.
All right,
Thank
what
you
else
for
you
the
guys doing?
forgiveness, Squeege.
Let's maybe go through this door to the... Oh. Ernest is going that way.
No, it's fine. Go to that one. He's just checking shit out.
It seems like the sounds we were hearing, like we heard it right above us in the room with the harpsichord, which I think would be this door at the south.
All right. I'll lead the way through there.
Which I
So
guess...
Shawnee pushes her brother to the back. Brother, you should not be one of the first to meet someone again.
No, fine. I'll hang out back here.
As you move towards the western part of this third floor, because west is down, left is north. So Shawnee,
It's like normal life.
So Shawnee, something about the wall to the west, just by the balcony rail, catches your eye.
Oh, sorry. My laptop is being crazy. Okay. And it's in this like hallway where they all were?
Something about the wall right there catches your eye.
Oh, there's so many like bubbles I couldn't see it.
Right there.
Okay, that's what I thought, but there's a lot of like movement bubbles that I can see for some reason.
Yeah, someone.
That's me.
I have your tokens locked because I don't want you to get too far right now.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so Shawnee would walk up to it, and if Rubicon is still next to it, say, "Hey, does this look interesting to you?" And she would investigate it closer.
Okay.
I'll investigate too.
Both of you, please make me a perception check in the tower.
How do you put it in the tower?
Do you see the little dice tower thing? Little dice
It's like
tower art?
like a little rook, right?
Yep. You just drag the dice into that.
Or like the modifier on your skill, that window that has like +3, +5, whatever, like in your skills tab, you can drag from there too.
There we go.
Whoopa. Oh, our cat is giving me dirty looks because she thinks it's dinner time and it's not.
30 minutes.
I'm not caving today, cat.
All right. As you kind of look at this wall, pushing on it a little bit, there seems to be a crack. Putting enough pressure in the right spot reveals a secret door. Within, you see a door across the way from you. Well, on the other side. And a staircase leading up.
She looks like wide eyes, looks to Rubicon, looks back to Ernest.
Well, this place is full of secrets.
Sure is.
All right.
Where do you think those go?
Would you like to take the first step, or should I?
Do you have dark vision?
No. It's the first character I've ever built without dark vision, and I regret everything.
So we be humans.
All right. In the other room, so I've released your tokens now. As Dahlgrim and Rufus enter this other chamber, you see dust and cobwebs shrouding an elegantly appointed bedroom. Double doors set with panes of stained glass stand barrier to an overlooking balcony of the manor front. In the center of the room sits a large bed with 2 end tables and a wardrobe. Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame carved to look like ivy and berries. To the north lies another closed mahogany door.
Investigate the armoire.
All right. Dahlgrim, as you kind of open the armoire, you see moth-eaten clothing and dust. Nothing else of note.
Anything? So there's a fireplace.
There is a fireplace right there on the southern end.
Gotcha. Can I please use Druid Draft to light it up?
And how about this mirror?
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Nice.
Dahlgrim, looking at the mirror, seems pretty rich, wealthy people. Then, something kind of inspires you to feel around, and you place your hand on the mirror, behind the filigree on the edge. And you actually feel a latch. You pull it to reveal a secret door. And on the other side, you see Soshani staring at you.
Well, how about this?
Hey, look at that.
You know what? I want to put this in DM's hand. Can I do some sort of check to see if she realizes it's friend before making some sort of...
Oh boy.
I'm putting it on you. If you're like, nah, she's smart enough, that's fine. But I'll make it a little fun.
You know Dahlgrim's in the other room, and so while that's why I had you guys stop, because while you were looking for the secret door, Dahlgrim was probably doing it at like the same time. So both of you probably open the doors and then maybe startle each other when you see across the way, but all the same, you have an awareness of where the group is.
Okay. I figured I'd say, if you want to do something fun, we can. So she, seeing Dahlgrim, it does startle her, and she lets out, the screech of an eagle. And it's so on point that, how is this woman a bird?
Eagle!
She looks to Rubicon. Oh, well, I suppose we'll let them go first then. And she kind of steps aside and shows her hand and says, our friends.
So I step into the stairwell, and I'm going to start going up.
Hold up.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Okay.
Rufus will follow Dahlgrim as well.
As you step,
Keeps asking me if I want to go up the stairs.
say no. I'll fix it. As you step into the hallway, you begin to hear faint echoing crying. You turn to face its direction and see a thin woman standing with head bowed into her hands. She faces away from you so that you can see nothing but her dress. And the back tie of what might be an apron for a serving girl. She is weeping.
Do I have a sense of whether she looks like a normal human, or can I investigate to make sure she isn't like a... Do I get any weird vibes that she's maybe a ghost or something?
You definitely got weird vibes. It's like there's it's like there is a person. There's nothing skeletal or anything about her, but it's like a little see-through, just enough that you're like, hey, like that's not a physical person. That's like a ghost or a vision or something.
Gotcha.
Can Rufus see the same woman?
Oh yeah. Anyone in the room can see this.
Okay. And like, does Rufus think it looks like a kid or a child, or does it look like an adult?
An adult woman.
Okay.
Facing away from you. You can't see any of her features. She's like weeping with her hands in her head, and her back is facing you.
I call out to her, "You there? Are you all right? Show your face."
She continues weeping, making no motion.
I look cautiously at our party and take a step towards.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Is anyone else in the party doing anything at this moment? You staying where you are, or?
I'm following behind Rufus.
Say, so Shani stepped back to allow, and then she is staying in front of her brother because he has been injured. Her brother in real life is seasoning the chicken right now because we're hungry and it's dinner time.
Gotcha.
So he would probably just follow behind Soshani, so not a big deal.
Okay. Dahlgrim.
Ah, man.
You
I
creep.
guess, yeah, go ahead.
You creep closer to the woman. Little bit by little bit. Tentatively. Reaching a hand before you in a soothing gesture.
Yeah.
But before you can reach her, the figure turns a complete semi-transparent shade of white in odd angles as she twists and contorts her body to face you, the head facing you last. A deathly visage, female, but something else entirely. It screams at you as it rushes forward. Not my baby! You will not harm Walter! Everyone roll me initiative.
Nomad, would you mind rolling initiative for
Yep, got it.
Ernest? Thank you.
And Dahlgrim and Rufus, as well as Rubicon, because you can all see her, please make me a stress check.
And it's a ability save or ability check?
Saving throw using the highest mind ability.
Right, okay.
All right, Jake is back.
It's sauerkraut.
It's still so weird for me to call my own husband by your screen name. I can't. Like, I get that, but we've already talked about this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, no man. I'm trying. I don't know why I can't trigger the rolls on Fantasy Grounds.
Okay,
Um,
if you're okay with it, I'll do all the rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I do inspiration on my my mental check?
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, I gotta use those.
Okay. So that would be.
Don't worry, Rufus. He's pretty good at rolling with it.
All right. All of you are able to withstand this assault of psychological horror because you expected it. And we begin the initiative order with Dahlgrim Darkscar. Darkstar, not Scar.
I'm gonna use one of my inspirations for advantage. How do I do that?
Do you want to use the inspiration or Twitch advantage? I would use a Twitch advantage.
Yeah, let's use that.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
So, on the bottom left of your screen, kind of like where the dice are, there's the modifier box with all the different buttons. You can click advantage, then it will apply advantage.
Got it. All right, let's try it. So I swing my warhammer at the apparition.
Okay. That is a 24, which hits. Your warhammer cracks into the apparition, but it passes through. The swing kind of puts you a little bit off balance, but you gather yourself very quickly. Nonetheless, it seems to have damaged the creature. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oof.
6 points of bludgeoning. Doesn't seem to have dealt quite as much as you would expect.
All right. I end my turn.
All right. Ernest Sputer, what are you doing?
I hear fighting coming from the bedroom,
Yep.
so of course he's gonna run.
So Shani calls after, brother, be careful.
Let's see that one. Is this thing like clearly hostile?
Clearly hostile.
Clearly hostile. All right.
You heard it shout, "Not my baby, you will not harm Walter." Screaming.
Gotcha. Then Ernest is gonna run up.
All right. Hopping
and try
onto
to
the bed.
identify this creature. Yep.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check real quick.
Yikes.
Ooh, you
I
trip.
am rolling so bad.
Ah,
You trip on the edge of the bedpost, but no damage sustained because it is a bed. But you are prone. And then, let's see.
are you trying to like have sex with them to death, Ernest? Or
he just lays down in like a sexy pose.
Death by snoo snoo.
He says, fight me like one of your French girls.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So this is a religion check.
All right. Okay. It's above 5. I'll take it.
You know that this is a specter. You don't know much about specters.
It's never polite to expect her. Always ask.
Disadvantage.
Ernest knows that Ernest knows that he has a disadvantage attacking from the prone position. And it is like difficult terrain to crawl, right? Basically, it's like you need 10 feet of movement in order to go 5 feet. Okay, so he went 1, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I got 5 left. All right, nope, screw it, we're sending it. He pulls up the short swords, and as he's laying there, just yeah.
Fighting initiate, you have... What did you pick for your fighting initiate? Oh, blind. Okay.
Blind fighting.
So you can only pull out one short sword, and you'll have to
You're
use
right,
another
yes.
action. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. The first one is a hit.
Take it.
$14 points of damage. Piercing. Doesn't seem to deal as much damage as you would expect.
Figured.
Anything
Does he know
else?
Does he know anything else about specters besides that this is just a specter?
You've heard of specters, but you can't recall any information about specters besides that they're undead. So some of the general knowledge you might have about undead, you would know.
Ernest will shout, "Hey guys, it's undead! Try to use oh my god, what's the damage type?
Radiant?
Radiant on it!" And that's all they can do.
All right, Rufus, what do you got?
So Rufus is still barely dried from the sweat on his skin from his previous rage. His muscles sort of fatigued and kind of not quite what they once were 5 minutes ago. And so in spite of him seeing this ghastly appearance, he's actually a little bit different. He's sort of kind of somewhat fearful and trembling there. He's going to sort of fumble with his crossbow and try to load it and stay right where he's at.
Okay.
I mean,
Look up
I don't know
something.
if I had managed to load my crossbow before. If I did, I would actually try to fire it like haphazardly, just
Yeah,
like.
I would say you'd have enough time. You could have a loaded crossbow.
Okay, then I would.
Yeah,
do
I'm not gonna
attack.
punish you guys. All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah, let's see here. What's the word? Nope. Is it? Yeah, sorry, nomad. I mean, yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
can't-
My bad. I forgot.
No. All right, so I'm on a different. I'm on the hotel right now. So
Ooh, an automatic miss on a 1. You receive 1 point of stress.
do it. Yeah, I shoot the crossbow, potentially almost hitting my foot. And that's it. I'll stay right where I'm at.
Okay. So Shani, what do you got?
All right, so Shani, fearful for her brother, follows. I'm only gonna go a little bit along the path that he took. I just can't see her on the corner, so I'm not going anywhere else until I can.
So, just a quick note. I think the loading property, I don't think means that you have to use an action to load it or anything. It just means that you can't fire it more than once in a
that's
round.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
if you have an extra attack, you can only
Yeah,
make
unless
one.
you have
Yeah.
crossbow, extra feet and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's why hand crossbows are special. They don't have the loading property, so you can shoot them more than one.
hand crossbows do.
Or sorry, maybe if you take the hand
The crossbow
as a
expert. I
feet,
think.
the
Yeah.
crossbows for feet.
Crossbow
That's
expert,
it.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was what one of our players did.
All right. So Shani, what do you got?
All right, so Shani is going to come in the room, see that specter, and she's going to see her brother on the ground immediately next to it.
He's chilling on the bed.
Sexy pose.
That's right.
She's going to see her brother trying to seduce this weird ghost and get really weirded out and pissed. And she is going to attempt to thorn whip this as well.
That's
In
a
reality,
hit.
guys, it's just my best cantrip attack, so.
2 points of damage. Do you pull
And
it?
so, yes, she would drag it to the square to the left of Dahlgrim.
All right. Dahlgrim and Ernest, you feel this icy coldness pass through you as the specter's form goes right through your own.
And as she pulls it, she kind of yanks the thorn to her, and as the specter gets closer, she, you'd swear she had fangs, and she hisses like a house cat at it. And that is her turn.
Okay. The nursemaid's specter is going to reach out a hand looking skeletal with rotted flesh towards Dahlgrim.
Oh boy.
Scoring a hit on an 18.
Oof.
Dahlgrim, you feel the coldness of the grave surge into where she touches you. It passes directly through your armor and touches you on the skin. You receive 3 points of necrotic damage. As well as 5 points of stress.
Jeez.
And you feel a little bit of your life force sucked into this grip.
Sorry, I just realized that I didn't have my shield equipped. Was that intentional or?
Oh, that's when you took your. Okay.
Crossbow out.
Yeah, so when you took your heavy crossbow out, that's a two-handed weapon.
Gotcha,
So you wouldn't
gotcha.
have your shield. But would you have taken your shield and your warhammer? Yeah, you would have. Okay,
I mean, I guess that was kind of my presumption since I was attacking with
Yeah,
the
my
warhammer,
bad.
but that's your call. That's your call. I mean,
I missed that.
I didn't really specify that.
Yep. Okay. Apologies for that. You see the nursemaid specter kind of look a little healthier in a way. And then the nursemaid specter is going to move. And as she does, she provokes an attack of opportunity from Ernest, Dahlgrim, and Rufus. Would you like to do that?
Just to take it.
All right, Ernest, go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
My prone ass.
That is a miss, and you get a fumble effect. The frustration of the moment applies 1 additional stress. Dahlgrim, would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay, so hold down shift when you make your attack, and it should make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That is a hit. Roll
Nice.
damage. 10 points of damage. Not quite as much. Doesn't have quite the impact you thought. Rufus, would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
You know, I've never can you make a shove action with an opportunity attack? Can you have a physical action, or does it need to be attack? And then also, if I had just fired a crossbow, I mean, I would Rufus try to fumble to equip his shield and spear and lash out. So whichever one, either that or I would try to,
Yeah, so it's not your turn. You wouldn't be able to do the shield and spear. You'd have to re-equip those on your turn.
So I guess could I make an unarmed attack, or even try to
Throw the crossbow, man.
throw the crossbow like that? That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, literally swing the light crossbow and try to hit this specter.
I'm pretty sure you could make a shove action.
Okay.
You wanted to?
I guess I'd almost try to do a shove to knock prone if possible, but probably actually. Yeah, I think.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
No, so I guess honestly, I think what I would do is probably try to attack with an improvised weapon, the crossbow, melee.
As you pistol whip with your light crossbow, improvised weapon would be, I think, using your strength modifier.
And then a 1d4 probably.
Yeah, I think 1d4 plus strength.
Do you mind rolling for me, please?
Yes. Okay. We'll do a +4. It's 18 hits. So 1d4 plus strength. 4 points of bludgeoning damage, which doesn't have as big of an effect as you would suppose. All right. As the Nursemaid's specter moves through all of you, everyone taking the opportune moment to make attacks of their own, it passes through the door to the north of Soshani. Rubicon.
Does Soshani get... That way I can't see it. Does Soshani get an attack of opportunity?
So it's not outside of your threatened reach. Yep.
Okay, I can't see it anymore, so...
Mm-hmm. Rubicon, what do you got?
So, just to remind me, this is happening in this bedroom on the 3rd floor, not up the stairs?
Correct.
Okay.
So you're still in the room. You're just in the secret. You're in the like secret tunnel.
Well, I think I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay.
And my turn.
Dahlgrim, you're up.
I'm gonna pursue this thing past Soshani. This is where I think I last saw it going.
Yep.
And do I see anything when I get to here? I don't seem to.
So she went through the door. You saw her go through the door, which is right there.
Okay.
Do you want to open the door? That would just be an item interaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
The specter is just beyond the threshold of the door.
Oh, that door. Oh,
right here.
Okay. Can I attack from where I am?
Yes, it would just have probably just some cover. Because it's within the doorway, you could make an attack. It's just kind of an odd angle.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll make an attack, and I'll use my second twitch advantage.
All right.
Boop, boop. And...
Nice.
You hit. 10 points of damage. Reduced. Doesn't seem to have quite as big of an effect as you would suppose.
Alright.
Ernest, you're up.
All right, Ernest is going to stand up. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. There it is. Thank you. Hey, did Dahlgrim move here?
Dahlgrim moved over there.
Okay,
I
I
leave something on.
I have a queue for him to go there, so I'm going to go there instead.
Okay.
All right, I see it. I am going to drop my sword and pick up. I'll take out the crossbow and shoot it.
Okay. You hit.
And- Oh, all right. I'll take it.
Alright. Yeah.
$12 points of piercing damage. Not having quite as big of an effect as you would suppose, but all the same, the Nursemaid's specter howls a painful wail as it disperses into mist, rising up, The form disappears before you, but you still hear the moan. As it rises from the floor, disappearing into the ceiling.
Is there a floor above this one?
There is.
Well, there's all these stairs, right? Because we have the secret stairs and then the main stairwell. I think both go up, right?
Mm-hmm. We are out of initiative order.
So Shani would whip around. Up the stairs!
Well, should we look in the room on this? Like, should we finish checking this floor first?
I'd prefer to rid this house of fiends first, but if that's what you wish.
Before...
She kind of smirks.
As the fight has ended, and this specter seems to have moved on to the floor above, you hear very, very faintly, very softly, the crying of a baby. Fussing. Looking into the room which the specter had disappeared.
Yeah, Rufus is gonna follow that noise.
You see a nursery. And
I'll smirk back at Soshani.
Mm-hmm. And on a far wall rests a crib draped over with a hanging black shroud. A small table is off to the side of... And at this time, we are going to take a break.
Cliffhanger. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so I'm going to leave the vote check in Fantasy Grounds, so please click when you are back and ready to go. We'll take like a 5-minute break or so. Go ahead and use the bathroom if you need to, get some food, and we will see each other soon.
All right.
All right. Check, check, check. I am back.
Yeah, yep.
Just waiting for one more check. Return.
Since I don't know what I'm pushing, I'm checked in. I don't know if I'm...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Gotcha. Then we can return. Let's play.
So, right before we left for a break, Rubicon had said, "See, Soshani," so she would have turned at Rubicon and her half-lids just rolled her eyes. FYI.
Nice.
All right. So, we rejoin once again in the Curse of Strahd. Hope everybody got their fill. Whatever snacks you got.
Got some popcorn.
Right before dinner, which doesn't make sense to his wife, but you know.
It's not about it being filling. It's the taste.
Mm-hmm.
Getting your saliva going. That's what it's.
All right. It's like an appetizer.
Okay. You do you. I just share my life with you.
Right. Let's get at it again.
That's what she said.
So is there's a black shroud over a crib? Is that what Rufus sees?
It is in darkness, so you're having kind of a difficult time seeing, but the light is kind of like piercing in a little bit. And yes, you see a crib on the far wall and that faint, echoing baby chatter, crying a little bit. It's like hanging on the air a little bit. Really unsettling.
Does it sound like it's coming from the crib, or does it sound like it's coming from somewhere? Oh, okay,
Sounds like it's coming from the crib.
You just immediately kind of go over there and try to like pull back the shroud and see what's going on with the baby or the kid.
Okay. As you lean to peer into the crib, you pull back the black shroud and see a small, tightly wrapped bundle, like a swaddled babe. And then you hear a lullaby beginning to chime from the corner table.
So Shani rocks back on her leg, like backing up but not abandoning Rufus. Oh, fuck.
I'll pick up the baby, or at least the swaddled mass.
No.
And you spin on your heels to see a small music box now resting upon its surface. Upon the surface of the table. Its melody is somber, almost sad. You are quickly swept up into a commotion of sorts as two forms appear before you. A man, the very same as the one in all the family paintings, is pushing a nursemaid to the cradle forcefully. She looks stricken and scared. "Do it! Now!" he demands, not letting her go and holding her before the crib, which now has a babe lying within it. It isn't moving. "I said do it!" he shouts again. The woman takes an object from him and forces it upon her finger. An odd metal thing pointed on one end. A needle prick. She pricks her finger to draw blood, and the man grabs her hand, squeezing it above the babe's head, dripping crimson ringlets upon its face. The baby does not move. The figures swirl and shift to the same man now standing over the crib, staring at the unmoving child. A new woman stands within the doorway. His wife from the paintings. She stares cold icicles at his back. "You have failed, husband. The master will not forgive you your ambition. I have attempted to treat with the crones. They will not see me. You have doomed us all." She speaks softly, hollowly, bereft of all hope. The man mutters to himself, a look of feverish fanaticism upon his face, looking upon the bundle. "He will be granted the same dark powers. I've seen to it. All will be as it should be." The woman strides forward to pull upon Gustav's shoulder. "He is dead, Gustav!" The man returns a backhanded slap to the woman's face. As she stands, stricken, he turns back, seeming to forget her all entirely. The woman stands for a moment, hand held to her face, and then walks out.
Guys, what the fuck was that?
Did,
You see what I saw?
Did Shani see this as well?
Everybody saw it.
Oh, okay.
So is the baby still crying? Is there still a sound coming from the crib?
No. You look down, and as you went to grab it, as you went to grab the bundle, was when you started seeing those visions. Looking down now, whatever was bundled has disappeared. It's just the black linen flat on the nursery bed.
I guess I would sort of Rufus would try to frantically sort of look around. Like, did he drop it? Is it somewhere else? Is there something around? Like, it just more like still looking for a baby than looking for anything else.
You do not see a baby.
As he frantically searched, Soshani would come up and very like slowly, gently put a hand to the back of his shoulder, knowing it will scare him. Friend.
What the fuck is it? There's a kid here. I know there's a kid here. What is going on? This isn't right. What?
Your kind hearts towards the innocents have led you astray. There is no babe here. Something dark has happened in this house, and we are witnessing the memories of it. The house is holding the memories of darkness. There is no baby, just as those children were never in danger. This house is feeding upon your kindness.
I think you'll see a slow, very slow change in Rufus's face from one of sort of, significance, concern to now like horror as he starts trembling. We gotta get the fuck out of here. This is not right. Let's get out of here.
This is a trick even beyond the evil that I've seen living among the Fae. We must cleanse this house. I do not agree with us having come here, but now that we are here, let us cleanse it. She kind of holds her hand out, like, in that, like, hand grip way, like, not straight out for a handshake, but in that, like, hand grip way, says, come, friend. Let us go. We are stronger than this home. Stronger than this curse.
With a bowed head, Rufus would kind of follow Shoshani.
Okay. Who would all be in this room at the time? I know Rufus is in there.
Yeah, so Shawnee was like as much in as she could be. Like she was, because she was trying to stop Rufus from doing it. So she had like followed, but I'm just in that square right on the outside. She's like in the doorway, let's say.
So anyone in the room?
Not me.
Who saw there's a table up here. It's in darkness because there's not a light source. But there is a table that had the music box on it. But after the apparitions, you would notice a needle prick appeared next to the music box. Same needle prick that you think the woman used.
There's some weird shit in here, guys, but we gotta get out of here. So I'm gonna start leaving out. I mean, I may mention something that there's weird crap lying around, but I'd probably be making my way out.
So Shawnee would, after he leaves, she'd take out her shovel, go over and like get it onto the shovel because she doesn't want to touch them. So she walks out and she has the shovel in front of her and she somehow managed to get like the needle point and the music box on it. And then she like puts them on the ground and leaves them there and looks to the others. I don't want to touch them, but these were remnants of whatever darkness was in that room. And I will be right back. I gotta check on dinner.
Ernest would put his finger to his nose.
Rufus has his finger to his nose already.
Nose goes. It's funny. I'm gonna give you inspiration. I'm gonna give you inspiration for that.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
Dahlgrim rolls his eyes and grumbles and goes to inspect the objects.
All right.
Happily picking them up and looking them over.
You see upon the floor before the doorway, Soshani has placed a little music box as well as a needle prick. Dahlgrim just shrugs his shoulders, bends down, picks both of the objects up, and you begin to hear the faint echoing lullaby, the music box, which opens to show a turning figurine upon it. An old woman who seems kind of like a grandma in a way, some matronly figure. But as you look closer, you see just it kind of like turn hideous and grotesque before you. An extremely ugly woman. And as the haunting tune plays, more apparitions appear in the small room. Gustav is speaking once again to his lady wife, Elizabeth. He will be just as our Dark Lord, but stronger. I have seen it. This is what they promised me. His features twist in a feverish zealotry, eyes ablaze with passion. You must do as I bid you. I command you. She will use the needle and play the lullaby, just as was done for him. But drink the potion before doing so she must. His lady wife cries, Who, Gustav? Who promised you? The wise women of Berez, you fool of a woman. The man grabs his wife, and she screams back at him, They tried to take our rose and thorn, Gustav! Do you not understand? The ghostly forms before you dissipate once more into the air, like smoke rising from a fire, twisting and reforming again. But this time it is an altogether different form than any you have seen. A gaunt man of middling height with high widow's peak and the look of great nobility upon him stands in the room. You see the crib lies very still, no babe within. It is just him. And he scans the room with a look of boredom, his movements easy and flowing, tracing fingers along the walls. His finger gets to the edge of the table, and he sees the music box. When his eyes rest upon it, his interest and curiosity is piqued. He sidles over to regard the object and sees the needle prick. His look of curiosity turns to a furrowed brow. He pauses. Reaching out a single hand, he gently strokes the needle prick like a long-lost memory, and plays the music box with one long, delicate finger. The same tune plays, and his features contort to a deep rage and hatred like nothing you could imagine. His head turns ever slowly to stare straight at you. His gaze lingers for an instant before this apparition too dissipates. I need everyone to make me a stress check. Oh my goodness, high rollers. Rufus.
Getting jaded.
Oh, nice.
Ernest.
We've seen this shit before.
Hang on.
Oh, you got it.
I
Okay.
gotta move stuff real quick.
Gotcha.
Using my inspiration, and I need to get my advantage tracker. There we go. Nope, still failed.
Ooh.
Man,
Very well.
I'm rolling like shit today.
Ernest, this look bores holes into your mind. All vision save for the burning crimson eyes turns hazy. You receive 1 point of stress.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. As this unsettling sequence of events has come to pass, you once again are faced with the stark silence of the home. And you hear those same footsteps you have been hearing once again on the floor above you.
Can I open this balcony door, or I don't know, French doors or whatever that's to my character's tokens left?
Yes. You open it, and you see a balcony. The fog, oddly, does not go into the balcony. It rests on the outside precipice. The balcony itself is clear. The fog is outside.
I would try to go into the balcony, or at least try to fly into the fog.
Right, Rufus. You move out onto the balcony and make an attempt to fly away, but some unseen force does not allow you to.
What the fuck?
Make me a stress check.
Wings flapping furiously through a kind of a magically thick fog. You sort of see like Rufus's size get like slightly bigger and slightly smaller in frustration. Yeah, if you could roll.
All right.
Oh.
Ooh. You receive 1 point of stress.
Trying to leave us so soon, little fella?
What do you mean? We gotta get the fuck out of here. I was just trying. What? I can't get through this fog.
Well, I'm just
Exhausted.
joshing you. I don't blame you at all. Why don't you land before you stress yourself?
Yeah, exhausted. I'll fall to the balcony, looking around still for a way out.
I think there's only one way out of here, and that's to defeat whatever's upstairs.
Thank
Fucking where
you. I've been trying to tell him that for 20 minutes.
Let's do it then. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, but no more chasing after fake babies or either children, okay?
I can't guarantee anything.
Right. Would you like to explore more of this floor, or do you want to go up?
Ernest would like to explore more of the floor. We agreed not to leave any area not explored behind us.
Works for me.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Is there?
There's got to be a door out here somewhere. I'm just really looking for an exit. So I'm like almost quickly just going through each room, just looking for exits or possible ways out.
Nomad, is there anything where the Black Knight suit of armor used to stand? Like anything worth investigating or looking at?
So looking down, you still see the armor fragments, and I mean it's plate armor.
Oh no,
So-
I meant sorry, where it was standing, like where.
No.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
just the little platform dais that it was standing on. But yeah, like honestly, the plate armor itself is plate armor from the animated armor that you didn't get was an anime.
I tried, okay?
Yep. We all know what it was. Characters don't.
That's right.
Which door do you want to try first?
Plate is expensive if somebody could use it.
I don't know about using cursed armor.
Yeah, maybe we'll
So
get.
Shina kind of turns her nose up at the thought a little bit.
A little bit.
Why are you guys staring at Amma? We need to get the fuck out of this place.
I opened this door back here. I think.
Which one?
Right
There. Okay. This dark room you see contains a wooden tub with clawed feet, a small iron stove with a kettle resting atop it, and a barrel under a spigot in the east wall. There is a cistern that probably collects rainwater borne down a pipe to the spigot. However, the plumbing likely does not work anymore. A bathroom.
On the bathroom, guys.
Upper decker, baby!
Oh, thank God. I've been holding it for so long.
Investigate the kettle? I don't know.
Okay,
Probably not that much.
make me an investigation check. Just seems like a regular bathroom. You're not finding any sign of concern or any ominous things.
For once.
Normal room.
Yeah, a normal
All right.
room.
Amazing.
We'll open this door here, the closed French doors, and try to get in that room.
All right. The double doors to this room have dusty panes of stained glass set into them. The designs in the glass resemble windmills. You see what appears to be a master bedroom, cobweb-filled and dusty. Moth-eaten burgundy drapes cover the windows, and the furnishings include a four-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils. There is a matching pair of empty wardrobes, a vanity with a wood-framed mirror, and a jewelry box. There's also a padded chair. The tiger skin lies rotting upon the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of Gustav and Elizabeth Durst hanging above it.
No other doors that I can see leading out. From this
There is a door facing the foot of the bed, with a full-length mirror mounted upon it, which opens up
Still
to
peeking
see a dust-choked closet. There's also a small door in the very bottom corner by the table.
I would say, I almost expected a skeleton or two.
Rufus, as you open this small door in the corner, it appears to be a small tunnel going from this level down. Anyone that wants to can make me a history check. You do not have to be proficient. Oof.
Nice.
Tell me all the history.
Dahlgrim, Ernest, and Rubicon. And I'll do...
Shani got it.
everyone but Soshani and Rufus. You know this is something called a dumbwaiter. There's pulleys. You can have like a little box that can get pulleyed up and down to move things throughout a house. A lot of manors, a lot of rich people have them. So like it'll go down to the cook's room so that like your staff can cook food, put it in the dumbwaiter, and raise it up to you in your bedroom, so you don't even have to go down the steps.
Too big for a human, perfect size for a little fae.
Yes, perfect size for a little fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the box. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it looks like a way out. I'm gonna try.
Oh boy.
When in Rome, do as the Romans.
All right. Rufus, you go into the dumbwaiter. And you're gonna need someone to activate the pulley in order to actually move you.
Hey, you guys know what this box is? It looks like, I don't know. It fits me perfect. What does it do?
Rufus, we can't follow you that way, you know. You'll be on your own if we send you down there.
That doesn't sound very good.
You'll also go down to the kitchen, most likely, bud.
Ernest, where did you get food?
Fashions.
The dumbwaiter.
Yeah,
recovery.
Yeah, there was rations in the dumbwaiter.
And he just grabs them and eats them.
that's my first thing.
Can I investigate the portrait above the fireplace?
Sure, go ahead and make me an investigation check. You reach up a hand, standing on your tiptoes, being a dwarf a little shorter. This home was definitely made for humans. Wipe some of the dust off, and you see a really well-made painting. The artwork is quite exquisite. It catches the likeness of the people it's depicting very well. They look exactly like the apparitions that you had the vision of in the nursery. But it just seems like a normal painting to you. There's another door leading to a small balcony. There's also still the jewelry box on the vanity, which is made of silver with gold filigree.
We should definitely look at that. Okay, if nobody else is feeling klepto, I'm gonna look at the jewelry box.
All right, Dahlgrim. The silver jewelry box with the gold filigree can be opened. It is not locked or anything. And you see 3 gold rings within and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant. Make me an intelligence check. The jewelry box itself likely is worth about 75 gold pieces, and the rings 25 each. Platinum necklace with the topaz pendant, however, you're getting a hard read on. It's probably worth a couple hundred gold pieces.
Without much ceremony, I start loading them into my pack.
Right? Make me a wisdom save. Just kidding.
Ernest watches him with a frown on his face disapprovingly.
Brother, this house has been cursed and abandoned. I know you have strict morals, but I think they can be laid to rest when it comes to this property.
Oh, he don't know if the owners are dead or alive. That's all I'm getting at.
Well, normally, if there's an enchanted suit of armor, no way out, and specters, there's no living soul in a house.
Okay, so their house may not be in exact order. Doesn't mean they aren't alive, sis.
Oh, brother, you're the only rogue I know with such strict morals.
Can I open this other door at the head of the bed, or is that going out to the balcony right there?
That's a window.
Oh, okay.
The window does not open.
Say, after the exchange with Ernest, Oshani would look to Dahlgrim and kind of like shrug one shoulder and then look away, just like, that's my brother.
Dahlgrim grunts as usual, not seeming to care much.
Perfect.
And where's the other door? I thought there was another. Is there another door leading somewhere?
Right over there, which goes to the balcony outside.
I would open that one too.
Yep. Same thing as before. The mist does not penetrate the balcony.
God.
It's on the outside, and then it's above, so you can't even get.
Rufus is so stupid. He's gonna try to fly through it again.
Okay. Same thing as before. Make me a stress check.
Yeah, please.
So that would be
Whew. Great.
1 stress.
Yeah.
House is starting to get to you.
Fuck, what the fuck? Gotta get out of here. Hey, Ernest, how are we getting out of here, man? Where do we go?
Well, there's nowhere else to go but up, my friend.
Let's do it. Let's get out of here, man. Let's go.
So Shani walks past Rufus, and she goes back to that hidden staircase.
Okay.
But she doesn't go up it. She is waiting. And Nicole is too broken to find the entrance to it.
Right here, where Ernest is.
Yeah, there's one on the other side too.
Ernest is going.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
following.
He's sending it. Full
So Shani
send.
would sprint behind him.
Ernest ain't no bitch.
Should we send other people up the other stairs at the same time, or just
Other stairs. Oh, you mean the main stairs?
yeah? Aren't there more stairs going up?
No.
On the
True, I think.
Nope.
Say,
On the
Oh.
third floor, the spiral staircase that you had been using to go up ends
cool. Well, these secret stairs look
on the
great.
third floor. So the only way up now is the secret stairs.
could you please remove the lantern effect on Ernest, because he would put it out before opening this door.
Gotcha.
What? He's putting out?
Yep.
To who? Your sister's the only girl.
I think he said
That's-
the lantern.
It's a very special lantern to me. And then would try to stealthily open this door if that's possible.
Yep, make a
Is there any
stealth.
light going on?
No, there's no light. Make a
Alright.
stealth check. Okay, go ahead and open the door.
We're off.
There's a bare hall choked with cobwebs. You don't sense anything. Save for, like, really faintly, like, children's laughter, maybe?
Oh, God. So Shani, like, grabs onto Rufus's shirt.
And you see the closest doorway, the one that you are right next to, Ernest,
Yep.
is held shut by a padlock.
He did briefly go by this one as well.
Okay.
Is this one locked
No.
in a similar manner?
No, it is not.
Oh, people keep going over my token when I'm trying to click it.
Let's open
There's
the
no-
unlocked doors first.
Do you guys see anything? It's really fucking dark up here.
My eyes are pretty accustomed to it.
Hey, Ernest can see, though not very far.
I would say no, like it's the whole thing is completely black for me.
Yep, it's because you
That's
do
what she
not
said.
have dark vision.
So she's just
Anything that I can feels like a candelabra, candle holder, fireplace, anything that I could light on fire to get light.
You can't see anything, and no one else can.
Okay.
By the way, after the animated armor fight, you did reach enough to get to the next level, but you have to take a rest before you can benefit.
so Shami drops to the ground and sleeps.
yeah, I'd like to take a break right now.
I say break, 5 minutes. We'll take it.
Plenty of comfortable looking beds downstairs.
Right.
I go into this room.
Okay. This web-filled room contains a slender bed, nightstand, a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove.
Looks pretty uninteresting. Yep.
Hey, Ernie, where's that lantern? It's really it's freaking me out in here. It's dark.
So that was like a kitchen or something in there? What was that?
This was like a bedroom with a stove, like a single room. Do I see anything in the dark that I could use to create a light source with?
I mean, it has the stove. Its purpose is not for light. It's more for heat. But if you had a fire in there and you had like the door open, it might give off some light.
Hey Rufus, if you want to light this fire in here, you might be able to see a little something.
Okay, Rufus will follow his voice and try to do his best to say fuck the New York Giants as he like snaps his fingers and creates a fire in the stove.
All right.
It makes me feel better.
Okay, so I go across the hall to this other room.
All right. This dusty chamber is packed with old furniture. What looks like chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, and the like, all draped in dusty white sheets. Near an iron stove underneath one of the sheets, something looks more like a chest.
Hey Rufus, why don't you light this fire in here too?
Yeah, I'm on it. Fuck the New York Giants.
I investigate the chest before touching it or removing the shroud or anything.
1 second.
Yep.
Rufus lights the fire in the stove
In my heart.
as Dahlgrim investigates the chest. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Ooh.
You lift the drape, the white sheet, off of the chest. And yep, it's a chest. It does not appear to be locked. It is a wooden trunk.
Anybody else want to check this out before I open it?
Oh, that's all you, buddy.
You're muted, babe.
God damn it. It's investigation to see if something is trapped, right?
Yes.
Damn it. If it was perception, I would look, but investigation, meh.
I could take a look at it just to make sure it's not going to blow up in your face.
Please do.
So Shani steps out of the way around these weird rock thingies.
Yeah, unless that chest has a door out of here, I don't really care.
I cast guidance on Ernest as he passes by.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, Ernest. Checking this chest to try to surmise if there's any possible danger in opening it. You don't find any sign of a trap or anything like that.
It appears to be clean, my friend.
All right. I cautiously open the chest.
All right. You place your hands upon the lid and slowly open it as the sound of creaking wood sounds, echoes. Within, you see skeletal remains wrapped in a tattered bedsheet stained with dry blood.
Ugh. I stand up and step back.
Right?
Not exactly what I was hoping for.
Is there a door at the other end of this room?
No.
Where I'm at?
That's a window.
Window.
Do they look like child remains or adult remains?
If you want to inspect the remains, that would be a medicine check.
Sure.
Looks like a full-grown woman, but you're gonna have to get in a little closer to try and surmise the cause of death.
Yeah, sure. Let's go take a closer look.
All right, make me another medicine check. This is not your strong suit.
So Shani would see him staring and then get really close and then like eyeball almost to these remains and step up.
Okay.
I think she's dead.
I'm no expert myself, but perhaps you could give your eyes a break and I can take a look.
All yours.
All right, so Shani, make me a medicine check. You kind of peel back the bed sheet, looking about the body a little bit, skeletal remains. And you can verify that this woman was stabbed to death by multiple knife wounds.
She very respectfully lays the sheet back over it. This woman did not meet a peaceful demise.
As you place the sheet back, and perhaps you motion to close the chest. So Shani and Dahlgrim, both of you get this creeping sensation on the back of your necks. Your heart begins to pound. Adrenaline rushes, and you turn to see the nursemaid's specter emerging from the floor before you. Everybody, roll me initiative.
You're muted, babe. Nobody knows what you're shit talking.
I heard myself 3.
I'm just being an asshole to you, but that's fine. Nomad's like, well, that's new.
Bully.
All right. Damn, I rolled like shit.
Oh no.
Dahlgrim, you have initiative. What are you doing?
Well, yep. I step to the apparition and decisively swing my warhammer.
There you go.
Heyo.
That is a critical hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Hold down the shift when you do damage, because I don't think the crit counted.
I didn't do that.
Okay, we'll add 8 to that, so...
Okay.
Nice.
Alright. Total of 15 points of bludgeoning damage, not having the full effect that you would expect.
Alright. End my turn.
So Shani, what do you do?
So Shani would look at the nursemaid specter and she would say, "We are not here to hurt anyone. You are not at rest. We will help you with that." And go ahead.
The nursemaid screams back in reply, "You will not harm my baby!"
We cannot even find your baby. We came here with an attempt to help, not to take you out. And if there's absolutely no change in the nursemaid's demeanor, then she is going to attack.
Okay. Yep. There is no change. She seems like in a state of mania.
Alright. So she will at this point Soshani suspects that she there is no rest for her until she is put to rest. So she will actually in a turn I can pull out a weapon if I don't already have one out, right? And use it.
Yeah, you can you draw a weapon as part of the action that you use to make an attack with it.
I just want to make sure it's
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so she pulls out her scimitar and she will cut at the specter.
Okay.
There's not really dragging.
That
it anywhere.
is a hit.
Oh, come on.
4 points of slashing damage.
All right, and then that will be her turn.
All right, Rubicon, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna step in the room. And then target this thing and cast Firebolt.
All right.
Classic.
Your firebolt passes straight through the specter, seeming to have no effect. You have missed.
Forgot I have inspirations. Oh well.
You can still use it. You can re-roll.
Alright, yeah, let's do it.
All right. That's a hit.
Alright.
Nice.
5 points of fire damage. Doesn't seem to take full effect.
Oh man. And I'm done.
Ernest, you're up. You hear the sounds of battle.
Yep. He goes running in. Takes out the other short sword.
Okay.
And he's going to do attack and bonus attack against the Spectre.
All right. That is a hit.
All right. Put some stank on it. Ooh, low rolls.
8 points of damage. Piercing. Somehow reduced.
One more.
The second attack stabs out. You find some little bit of purchase within the Spectre's form as it cries out in agony. Roll damage.
Yeah, there we go. Maximum damage.
1 point of piercing damage.
Yes.
He cut her hair,
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
All right,
and he made it
Rufus.
bad.
Walk into the. Oh god, if I can. Yeah, I'll try to get visualization of this thing. Cock the crossbow and let it fly.
All right. Crossbow. I'm shooting out. You score a hit. 4 points of damage reduced.
Nice.
I'll be done.
All right. The nursemaid's specter is going to reach out a hand to Soshani, the one who disturbed her remains. I'm going to make a life drain attack, scoring a hit with a 17. Soshani, you take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Donk.
So,
And
so Shani's looking pretty pale.
you receive 11 points of stress,
That's a lot of stress.
taking you past your first stress level threshold. All right. We got an affliction.
I like that band.
Oh my goodness. Your affliction is perceptive. You have advantage on wisdom checks and saves.
Smack some sense into you.
Yeah, what?
An insight into this world.
Well, I'm not going to try and get rid of that one for anytime soon. Sure.
Alright, so I think that's the right language.
Oh no, darn you, Nomad, how dare you? Ah!
That one's not working. Why is it not working for wisdom saving throws? I'll figure it out. Okay.
Say, or every time I have to make one, I'll just click advantage and do it manually.
Yeah, I'll get it figured out. I don't know why it's not working, but yes. Okay. And then you feel some of your life force drain from you, and the specter looks a little better in health, and it is going to remain where it is, taking us to Dahlgrim.
And I will do another attack.
DM, real quick, I know it's not my turn, but would Soshani know that she's more committed to attacking her because she did, like, that those were her remains?
You get the sense that she targeted you, yes.
Okay. And so she would, out of breath, she'd look to Dahlgrim. I believe those were her remains. She, is likely very angry at me right now, and she just sounds very tired.
Well, let's put an end to that.
It is not her fault. I do not blame her. I do not think her death was peaceful.
So I attack again.
Okay.
I already rolled. Sorry.
Oh, 21 hits.
Great.
Eight points of damage reduced.
Plop.
So Shani, you're up.
Bonnie. Yeah, she can't really do a whole lot. So she's just, she's going to attack again. Because if she leaves, she gets hit. So she's just gonna schwink.
That is a hit with an 18. 5 points of slashing damage reduced.
Alright. And yeah, that'll actually, she will skirt, kind of like she'll sneak in between Dahlgrim and the Spectre and skirt here, knowing that she has allies that might want to get some flesh bites in on this ghost.
All right.
And that'll be her turn.
Rubicon, you've received initiative. What do you got?
Casting Firebolt at this thing.
All right. A 22 hits. Roll damage.
Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
7 points of fire damage as the flames from this firebolt pierce into the creature, dispersing inside of its form. The damage doesn't do as much, however.
Bummer. I'm done.
All right. Ernest, what do you got?
All right. He is swinging for the fences again.
First attack hits.
All right. Putting some stank on her.
Ooh, stanky. 13 points of damage, reduced somewhat. And you see the nursemaid's specter begin to dissipate. How do you want to do this?
The sword just goes right in her mouth. Cuts off a part of her, like, out the jaw.
As your sword pierces this creature in its open mouth, the wailing, incessant cries, "You will not hurt my baby! Leave my Walter!" Ah! The cries disperse to the wind, lowly dissipating. And you see the form of a young woman before you. It is the nursemaid. The woman looks just like the apparition who bled into the baby's crib. And she is kind of crouched in on herself, but raises her eyes and blinks as if waking from a dream, looking around. She's a little bit frightened, but then regards all of you.
Howdy, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for ending my torment. Oh, I don't know how long it's been. I've been trapped here. So angry. So much anger.
Oh, I get that. It's frustrating sometimes when you can't get a poop out, right?
I feel myself drifting somewhere. I'm being pulled. Please, you must save my son, Walter. I can't even imagine the horror.
Where can we find this Walter, Missy?
I think he was dragged to the basement. Last I saw, he was being taken down below.
Don't you worry, ma'am. We'll find him.
Please. You guys have free reign to ask any questions.
So Shani would type up, who and why were hurting your baby?
It's the master and his lady wife. I was never part of it myself, but I heard enough from the various visitors. They are the organizers of a dark cult operating out of the basement of their home. I think there was some sort of dark ritual they needed Walter for. Gustav was kind to me, and I let him have me. But it turned into a nightmare once I had the babe.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. What's your name?
My name is Mira.
How do we
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I'm Ernest.
Right, Rufus, why don't you go quick, because you guys both keep talking at the same time.
Yeah. How do we get downstairs? I didn't see any stairs.
I must say I don't know. I was never really allowed into the attic. But I think it's up there. Whenever we had visitors, they would come upstairs into the secret room.
Well, wait, you think Rufus... I thought you said Walter was downstairs. You saying he's upstairs?
There must be a way to get to the basement from the attic. I do not know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Do not apologize. Who did that to you? And she points to the corpse, or motions to the corpse.
She kind of sinks in herself a little bit and then looks away as if remembering a very bad memory. It was Gustav and his lady wife and their cult.
Are they still alive?
No. The devil killed them all. I saw it.
Well, that's good. We can't have any cults around here.
Is this young woman in front of us, like, is she, like, in a physical form at all? Like, could Soshani touch her?
She looks like she's there, but periodically it kind of shimmers.
Okay, so Shani would kind of walk up and put a hand where, like, on her shoulder would be.
Your hand passes through.
Right, she just, like, holds it out. Like, so, like, if Mira looks, it looks like she's holding it there, but she doesn't actually, like, rest it, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Mira, you deserve your rest. If Walter is still alive, we will do what we can. Your anger has caused an imbalance in the world of living and dead. Please. And she kind of looks around to see if anybody has any other questions.
I do have one more thing to ask. What about Rosavalda and Thornbolt?
I'm sorry, I must recollect it all so long ago.
Oh, that's okay. If you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing.
I remember the affair with Gustav. And once I bore him, everything changed. I wouldn't do what Gustav wanted me to. And I know his lady wife took object to it as well. But likely for different reasons. Eventually, they ordered my sacrifice and slew me. My body is there, you see. I remained after in a ghostly form. I remember hearing them arguing incessantly. Something about Walter's dark future Gustav had planned. And his lady wife claiming how everything was doomed. Gustav's plans had doomed them all. Something about the wise women of Berez. The Dursts had drawn the ire of our master, Strahd. Their cult was meant to be in reverence to him. But I remember them fearful of the master, or they sacrificed a number of adventurers that had come to the domain many years ago. And Strahd doesn't like his playthings being taken away from him. And that wasn't the first. The second, I believe, was dealing with the wise women, though I don't know too much of that. Strahd came after learning some information, and they believed it a good thing at first, but soon turned to terror as the devil rampaged within. Many of the cultists were here, down below. I saw them come and go into the attic. The children were secreted away. I believe they are in their bedroom, which is in the attic. I do not know their fates, but I think I hear them. Do you not hear their laughter? Oh, and then this look of relief kind of crosses her features, and that's when the shimmering begins to happen more steadily. And she whispers softly, "Oh, thank good they are safe. They are playing." And her form disappears. And that is when you all hear the laughter coming across the way. You think it's coming from behind the padlocked door.
So Shani immediately looks to Rufus and glares.
Rufus does.
Ernest. Yeah, say Ernest is going to say a prayer over the body.
All right.
Takes out his amulet. Gets down on one knee. Starts mumbling to himself.
Ernest, as you say this prayer, you feel this very strong sense of calmness wash over you. Your stress is reduced by 6.
Nice.
Nice.
So I kind of know where this padlock door is, where things are coming, the sounds are supposedly coming from.
Yeah. It's weird because, like, you hear the laughter and you can kind of tell the direction it's coming from, but at the same time, it seems to be coming from all around you. It's like an incorporeal laughter. It does sound like children playing.
In the dark, I'm fumbling. It's got to be a door here somewhere. Where they at?
Ernest is going to try to stealthily open this one.
All right, make me a stealth check, please.
All right, Nicole's fumbling, but she, so Shani was meant to follow Ernest, so. Ha! I made it. Ha!
Ernest,
Take
you
it.
open the door to see another dust-choked room containing a slender bed, nightstand, a small iron stove, a writing desk with a stool, an empty wardrobe, and a rocking chair. There's a smiling doll in a lacy yellow dress sitting in the northern window box. Cobwebs drape it like a wedding veil.
This one right here.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Ernest is going to ignore that.
Oh, like that.
Why? Why?
Because that's some Annabelle shit.
Don't like that.
You turn back to see the doll standing in the doorway.
Come play with me.
It's got a bloody dagger in its hand.
Yeah.
It looks like Chucky.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Seeing nowhere else to go, Ernest will finally go check out this locked door.
Right.
He looks back at Rubicon a little expectantly.
Yep, I'm on it.
And Kerpow!
Ooh.
He just looks at that lock.
Ernest screws up his face into concentration, staring intently as he works his thieves' tools. Tongue kind of pressed to the side. After only a few moments, click, the lock opens.
But how can you do that so well, man? Why don't you do that to my collar? You just can pop it open on this lock, and then I've got this thing on my neck. Jeez.
Well, there, bud. You see, this one's got a keyhole. Yours don't.
Damn it.
And then he's going to also stealthily open up the door.
All right, make a stealth check.
And kerpow.
Holy shit, you are so sneaky. Rufus is definitely watching Ernest in earnest.
All right. This room contains a bricked up window, flanked by 2 dusty wood-framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides, and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the 2 cradles, a stuffed doll that you also recognize. The tattered clothing resembles that of the children that you met outside the manor.
This is just walking all over him.
Yeah.
Wait, the clothes or the children?
I think I'm definitely stepping on a bunch of children's skeletons right now.
Giggling.
I guess Ernest would investigate him.
Okay, make me an investigation check. Everything about these skeletons kind of point you to believing these are the remains of the children you saw outside. The clothing matches. The size matches. Even the
Size
little...
matters.
Even
Not
the
what
little
children did.
stuffed doll clutched by the little boy's skeleton matters that which he gripped outside.
Ernest would again pull out his Amunator amulet and start saying a prayer over him, wishing them their souls a safe journey to the afterlife.
As you begin whispering your prayer, you feel this tightness clench you. Almost like something is kind of preventing you from completing such a ritual. Not something aggressive or wishing any sort of harm. More just that, like, the ritualistic saying of your prayer can't be completed. And 2 forms appear before you. The children that you had met outside. But they don't seem to carry the same demeanor. There's something different about them. The girl speaks up first. Hello.
Well, hey there, youngin'. Where'd you come from?
We've been trapped in here for quite a long time. You didn't see us right away.
Well, I'm afraid I didn't.
Oh, no worries. Did you come to play?
Oh, quite the contrary. I come to let you out.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you. I don't even know how long we've been here. It's been so many years.
Well, that's a sad thing. Children just cooped up in this room their whole lives,
Yeah, we perished. And that's when the young boy speaks up. We're dead.
Well, it's a good thing you know that. Perhaps that means y'all two can move on.
Yeah, my sister told me. I wasn't sure what happened, but we got so hungry and couldn't find our parents. And then that's where it happened. And he points to the two skeletons on the ground. The girl, Rose, speaks up, says, I don't know how this works, but we haven't passed yet. Do you know how much longer it'll take?
I don't. I'm sorry. Is there a way I could try to figure it out?
Make
Like an arcane
me
check?
make me a religion check for anyone that is proficient.
Oh. That might be me.
Ernest, they're bound here to this specific house for some reason. There's definitely a way to kind of break that binding, but you can't really discern it right now.
Oh, don't you worry, kids. I don't know exactly how much longer it's going to take, but it won't be long. Well, at least not compared to how long you've been here. Y'all are bound to this house somehow. I'm not sure how yet, but believe you me, I'll figure it out.
Maybe if you find our parents. I think
Possibly.
they went down into the basement with all their friends.
Oh, you know what? That's what your handmaid said too. She said they'd be in the basement, but we haven't quite figured out how to get down there.
Oh, but you got to be really, really careful. I think there's a monster down there. And then she kind of like bends down low and looks around, and like with wide eyes, kind of like whispers to you. I think I heard it cross by our door. It stopped before, and I thought it was gonna come in, but it passed right away.
No, I believe you. I'm willing to bet there are quite a few monsters in this house. This place is kind of cursed. But you know what? We can fix that. Right, guys?
That monster really scared me. You could feel it. Its madness and anger from even through the door. It was really scary.
Do you know what this monster is, or you know what it looks like?
The little boy Thorn just like vigorously shakes his head no. And Rose, I didn't get to see it. We were locked in here. Our parents told us to stay put, stay safe. They would make sure we're okay, and they locked us in.
Well, do you know what it sounds like? Does it have 2 legs, 4 legs?
It sounded like it walked on 2s. I think it was a person, but I can't be sure.
Okay, that narrows it down a little bit. Thank you.
Hey, do you guys ever play in the attic? Do you know how to get up there?
We're in the attic. Do you mean the basement?
Yeah, how do people get down to the basement from here?
Oh, well, there's a secret door. And then she points to the dollhouse.
The dollhouse?
Mm-hmm. Here,
What?
I'll show you. And then she moves to the dollhouse, and then you see like it's partitioned so you can take the different stories off. It's an exact replica of this home. And the top kind of moves, like she's poltergeisting right now. So the top kind of moves and it exposes the room that you killed the nursemaid in. And she points. See, right there's a secret door.
Do I recognize exactly where the kid's pointing?
Yep, you do. So if you go back to the storage room where there was all the furniture that was draped over in sheets, there's a secret door in there that she has revealed to you.
Excellent. Hey, everybody, I think they're pointing at this place in that other room. We should go check it out.
Let's
do
go.
it.
You kids, you stay here for a while. You be safe. Don't come out for nobody or no things unless it's Ernie over there.
Oh, no, don't leave us! Don't leave us! And before you leave, before you cross the door to exit the room, you feel this like force kind of pull you back. It's not a force field, you just like feel like momentarily kind of stunned, like, oh shit.
All right. I mean, I can stay here with you. Hey, pretty boy, go check out that room. Find that secret door.
Oh, you must be talking about Dalgrim. Yeah.
Elgrim rolls his eyes.
All right. So,
I'll go look.
as you feel kind of that force, Ernest, please make me a charisma saving throw, as well as Rufus.
Charisma ain't the best.
I'll have you do that again for me, sir.
Oh, yeah. Charisma save. All right. Ernest, please meet me in the Whispers.
Hey.
All right. So, as you feel this jerking kind of stun you a little bit before you leave, you look back to kind of say something to the children, and you notice that they are gone. But you feel this presence, this consciousness inside your body. And you have the following flaw. I like being in charge and get angry when other people tell me what to do. You hear Rose's voice inside you. You are now possessed by Rose.
Gotcha. Let me add that to my character. Is it note? Where's the fucking thing that has like all the traits and flaws?
I think it should be on notes.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
But oh, it's up. I missed it. Okay. Flaws. Boom.
Right. Hello again.
Hello.
So, you all see both of the children kind of disappear. Thorn reappears. Rose is gone. And Thorn speaks up. You're not gonna leave me, are you?
No, man. We're gonna stay here until we figure this out.
Can I stay with you? He's
Of
looking to
course.
you, Rufus.
Of course, buddy. Of course. You hang tight.
Okay. And then he holds out a hand waiting for you to grab it.
I grab it.
Okay. Make another charisma saving throw.
Okay.
You can always choose to fail as well.
Oh,
If that's something you want to do.
choose to fail.
Yep.
No, I think I'll just have you roll normal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm freaking me out there. No, yeah.
Oh, you roll a natural 20. You feel that shock again as the boy's form disappears.
What the fuck?
But then he reappears and he looks really sad. And he says, no, you're leaving me.
I'm right here, buddy. What are you talking about?
You said I could come with you.
You can.
Make another charisma saving throw. The boy's form disappears. Rufus, please meet me in Whispers. All right. So, essentially what happened is you were possessed by Thorn.
Oh, shit. All right.
So what that means is you hear Thorn's voice in your head now. He's like with you. You feel this consciousness, this presence. You have full control of your character, but you have gained the following flaw. I'm scared of everything, including my own shadow, and weep with despair when things don't go my way.
Shit, okay. Alright. What? Where am I? What is that? Where are we going?
I'll put you back in the chat. Hello again. All right. Both of the
Please leave a
children.
message.
Both of the children have disappeared. And what do you guys do now? There are the
Right
bones.
there, Rufus.
There are the
Ernest is
bones upon
walking
the
out,
ground.
and he's going to that room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shani would follow her brother, like
All right.
very, very closely.
Guys, it's a really dark in here. Can we get put some light on or something?
There's a light in here, bud. Come on in.
Okay. All right.
He would start
Oh.
looking for the secret door.
Yep. You know exactly where it is, so it doesn't take much time at all. But you find
look at that.
in the northeastern corner, there is a secret doorway opening to a spiral staircase leading down inside the walls.
Ernest would then say, "Come on, guys, follow me. Let's go."
So Shani would rush forward and grab his shoulder. Brother, are we all prepared for another fight? I know I myself am quite tired.
Oh, there ain't much choice. We gotta save them kids.
A fight? What are you talking about? I don't. That sounds scary. I don't want to do that.
Oh, I don't know. We've only been told about a monster in the house about 20 times.
A monster? Yeah, I hate that thing.
Is it even
Kinda
possible to
looks at
rest here?
Rufus like, are you daft?
Yeah, you can rest. I suggest
Yeah,
resting.
Like
Excuse me.
What risks are we taking if we rested in this place?
So normally the risk to resting is if random monsters arrive while you're resting. So like if you're in a dungeon or if you're in a house or something, if you find like a defensible position, like a room or something, it can help you because it'll make it harder for any wandering creatures to find you, because there's like one entry point, as well as they might not find you because, like, I mean, are they going to open doors or whatever? Right now, I would say for expediency's sake, you don't even have to worry about that. You can rest.
I know.
Oh.
So Shani would, like, because she,
Yeah.
remember her life was drained, so she looks
Mhm.
extremely pale.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's why she's saying, like, I have not the strength to fight another.
I would take this opportunity to tune up the equipment.
Okay.
And she would remind, if we go out of this door to the right and take another immediate right, she thinks she remembers seeing beds there.
So, I would say, I'd say, you've been in this house looking around for quite some time. It's probably been like, you started at 8, so probably noon right now. You'd have to wait a full day in order to rest, but just letting you know that's really like not an issue. So we will go. Let's see. Probably like 7 a.m. the next day is when you would wake up, and we can do a full rest. Unless anyone has issue with that.
Does that mean we get to level up?
It does.
If
All
anybody
right.
has an issue, give me your address. I'm going to come over there and fight you.
Everyone be cool.
Sweet.
All right, so we got. I think it was. Sapphires.
And you wanted to import it, right? You don't want us to do it, correct?
Yeah, don't worry. If you know how to do it, go ahead.
I do.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna do it.
All right. 'Cause it'll take me a little bit of time to do everybody's.
I got mine. Don't worry
okay.
about it.
Ditto.
Okay.
Mine's easy.
And as well, if you are a class that prepares spells, you can prepare a new list. As well, in the level up, I'll need to know some spells. Let's see.
For some reason, it's not allowing me to add a level to Druid, though. You drag the shield, right? Why is it not letting me? Oh, no, yours is different. Wait, no, it's not.
No, you drag the shield and you just plop it on top of the class name. It's like...
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, I know why. I don't have anything downloaded because I'm on a new computer. That would do it.
Oh, if you don't have any modules, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Rufus, you are done. Let's see, Rubicon.
See,
There's something about spells need to be resolved.
Yep. So, you have. Remember how many? I think you get one more level 1 spell.
Meaning, yeah. So I added it on D&D Beyond. I don't know if it didn't take. I mean, I'm happy to just tell you if that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me which one.
Yeah, it's Mage Armor.
Okay. Mage. Nice. And I'll make sure everything lines up on D&D Beyond and everything. Mage Armor is a target spell because you can put it on other people. So you just kind of want to make sure to target yourself whenever you want to get that. Right. That should be good for Rubicon. And then Dahlgrim.
Where does it track my spell points?
At the just below the weapons, towards the top of your actions tab. Spell slots?
No, spell points.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I gotta add that. My bad.
That's okay.
Font of Magic. Okay, I will add that.
Alright, let's see. I should have everything now. Alright. Are we done being a little bitch now? Hey. Hey. I didn't even think about that with switching computers.
Okay.
I'm so excited right now.
There, so I got you under Meta Magic.
Got it. And then those two little dots are going to be the spell points, right?
Yep. So
Cool.
whenever you whenever you do a Meta Magic or whatever, you just click those points to track it.
Cool.
Is there anything else I'm missing?
I think that's... No, that's it for me.
Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Dahlgrim. You get
Yes.
an action surge.
Mhm.
Wait, what?
Fighter, level 2.
Oh, I picked the wrong spell. Create or destroy. I did food and water, which is a level 3, and I just wanted water, which is a level 1.
Yes.
That's what I was like, duh.
That'll do it.
Okay.
I'm so
Dahlgren
excited.
should be complete.
So Shani's actually a druid now.
All right, and then what does... Do you get anything for level 2? Cunning action, right?
Just cunning action, which I already
rogue?
have.
Okay. All right, and then so Shani, you know how to
All
get the wild shape in there too and everything?
So it already shows combat wild shape. I just assume that I would have to know what my wild shape does. Or is that incorrect?
So,
Because I have it written down in my notebook, like what wild shape for combat. Like basically right now, all I'm doing is direwolf. Let's be real.
so
But
combat wild shape. Okay, so
Yeah, so I get-
you can wild shape as a bonus action rather than an action.
yep, and I get 2 a day.
Or long rest. Yeah.
Yeah, which that's the only thing that
Wild
let me. Do you want to just add in 2 check marks? Or otherwise, I know how to.
Oh, there we go. So we got.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna,
Um,
unless you want me to, I wasn't gonna worry about clogging up the whole tab with all the different wild shapes. I was just going to, if worst case scenario, send you the information and then tell you what I'm doing.
So the max CR you can have is 1/4.
Nope.
Um,
Circle of Moon
where-
Druid right now, I can go up to 1.
Yep. I'm just trying to find out where that says. Druid circle. Yeah, okay, I found it. So, I think the better way of doing this is in the wild shape it'll have it'll differentiate between the different challenge ratings. But you said you pretty much want
So, because
Direwolf, right?
Yeah, since I'm up to CR1 as Circle of Moon, if it's combat, I will be doing Direwolf because I can't do Giant Octopus until level 4. That's only water, all that. So right now, I figure let's just worry about that. If I do a different wild shape, it's going to be out of combat.
Gotcha. Okay. And then that'll be 2 uses
Per
per
long or
rest.
short.
Yep, per rest. Okay.
And then I already added my spell. I added Create or Destroy Water. I didn't get a new cantrip, only 1 more prepared spell, so. And I don't get any more spells from my training? Is that what we decided to go with?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I got your dire wolf on there, and then I can populate that when I need to. Okay, so everyone should be good. Awesome.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, and then the wild shape one, that's just for the healing. I like it. That's awesome.
Okay, great. So, now we can go down into the hole.
I would just say at this point, I have a meeting at like 9 minutes from now.
Okay,
So,
yeah, we'll pretty much be ending right on the dot.
Okay.
Before they all had to, as they wake up, so Shani would cast and she'll cast something and her hand is suddenly full and she'll open her hand and she has a she'll have 10 berries in her hand. And she will hand 2 to each of you, giving 4 to her brother and 2 to the rest of you. She does not keep any for herself.
Thank you. Can we hold on to them, or?
Yeah, you can put them in your. You can put them in your pack.
And she will explain, these are good berries. Should you come across a dire situation, 1, they will sustain you for the whole day. Do not use the rest of your ration. She looks to Rufus. 1 of those should sustain you for the whole day. I would suggest hanging on to your other one in case you come across a dire situation. It will give you just the slightest bit of energy should we come across a dangerous situation. Ernest?
I slumped down and started crying and weeping.
Ernest, I gave you extra to see what you do fit. I do not plan to be able to hold them myself, depending on the foe we see.
Who all got what for good berries?
Dahlgrim, Rubicon, Rufus each got 2. Ernest got 4, because I can make up to 10.
I created one already.
Oh, you did?
They
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
And she will say, eat them within 24 hours, or they become more or less useless.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
She kind of nods.
So go ahead and move yourself into the stairwell whenever you want, and that should be able to teleport you.
Yeah. When there's a druid around, you should not have to worry about rations. I'm just saying.
That is true. Very true.
I cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
Noise. Smart. Come on, kitty. You have a whole bed here. Don't be a jerk. Oh, good girl. Good kitties.
Oh. Gulgo just lost power.
Oh no. Well,
Man.
it's probably a good point to stop anyway.
I was gonna say, like, we just leveled up, like, I would think so. 5 minutes for post-session chats, if anyone has anything.
He says, thank you all for a great session.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Maybe that was what was going on the entire time. Okay,
Possibly.
so as you descend the steps, the wooden spiral staircase from the attic ends 5 floors down. Takes a little bit. But a narrow tunnel stretches southward before branching both east and west. From the moment you arrive down here in this dark, murky dungeon, you begin to hear an eerie, incessant chanting echoing throughout. It is impossible to gauge where the sound is coming from, or what exactly is being said, but it drones on continuously. That is where we will end the session.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And I look forward to the next. Make sure to like, follow, whatever. I appreciate it from all of you. Subscribe if that's your thing. Check out the YouTube. I want to start putting stuff on there. I actually think maybe starting the new part of this. I don't know. Gotta get more sessions up on the YouTube, waiting for the specific parts of the campaigns to be done so I can upload them all at once. Catch up on past sessions. I should have my lives on there as well. Follow me on Twitter. All of that good stuff. Yeah, and then I'm looking again. I am looking to start another campaign. I just want to play D&D every day, all day long. But yeah, looking to start another campaign, Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. I am working on a lot of the DM prep right now, getting all of the maps information, the timeline, and all the connected parts set up right now, getting ready to go. So keep an eye out on the Discord for that, as well as check out my Games Master profile if that's something that you are interested in. Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus has got a lot to it. Seems really fun, really interesting. I think it's kind of like that niche for a lot of different people. They want to get in on that hell stuff. But yeah, I had a great time. I hope you did too. And go ahead and tip your mugs back. Finish whatever you got. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the Tavern League.